Hello there once again, my lumpies and germs. How are we all doing on this not quite as sticky and humid, horrible, thick-aired night? It's cooled down a bit. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, we just got a massive ass thunderstorm. It's kind of going over us right now. Had a dump load of rain, and it's starting to cool down a bit. It's gone down like 13 degrees C. What's that in Fahrenheit for anyone that doesn't do C? Oi. Hey Siri, what's 13 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit?
Is that what it is right now?
That would be 55.4 degrees Fahrenheit.
So it's gone down in temperature by 55.4 degrees F, since it was this morning, which is great. But yeah, it's been wild last couple of days. Been impossible to do work, been impossible to do anything, and here we are, still soldiering on. How are we all doing today? Are we all okay? Just before I start off this last part, I'm going to say thank you to Spraynard Kruger for the 55 bits. Thank you so much. I went from playing Gex Enter the Gecko to watching Cad's retrospective on Gex, and now here we are. I hope that means that you started watching there, and here we are now. Because if you're watching that right now, I don't know why you're watching those videos. They're shit. But thank you. Luna Tofu, thanks for the bits. You're one of my favourite CCs out there. Thank you so much. We've got 100 bits from the classy one. Thank you so much. Look what I found in between the couch cushions. Hope you and your family aren't melting in the heat. Looking forward to the finale of Last of Us 2. All the best to everyone. Also, how is Stan doing? He's very thin. His teeth are out all the time. He's panting all the time. And his head is very warm. So I don't think he's doing that great. But you know, what can a dog do in the heat? Kit Miners, thank you for the 200 bits. Have we got a hype train going on? Is that why we're getting a load of bits? Thank you so much, everybody. Hello there, Caddy. How goes things? Can't stay tonight, but have a good time in ending this ride. Also, storms arrive. Yeah, it arrived for us about 5 hours ago. It's Fick and Awesome. 50 bits. Thank you so much. I'm going to attempt to make you laugh, Caddy. Okay? Here is my joke. Convicted hitman Jimmy Two Shoes McClarty admitted today that he was once hired to beat a cow to death in the middle of a rice field using only 2 small porcelain figures. Police admit this may be the first known case of knick-knack paddywhack. Well, unlike your name, that was fickin' terrible. Edible Knees, 275 bits, thank you so much. Hello, thick, sticky Caddy. Has anyone mentioned you look like a fusion of Eric Idle and Tony Robinson? No, and that is horrifying at the thought. Honey, how do you feel about going to bed with a mix between Eric Idle and Tony Robinson? Not nice. Not nice in sleeping with that. No, it's not fun. Abyss Wraith 06, 1050 bits, thank you so much. All of my bits going to you, lad. Sorry I can't watch the stream much, but I wish you luck to the end of the game. Thank you so much. 100 bits from Cam J Booth. This stream is what's going to get me through the illness I've got. I've spent most of the day catching up on YouTube, looking forward to the finale. I'm so sorry to hear you're sick. Fingers crossed, is it corona? If it is, I'm so fucking sorry to hear that, but hopefully it's just something that will pass. I'm really, really hoping there. Sinister 1908, 50 bits. The Stan fun continues. Not at my request. Abyss Wraith 06, 500 bits, and here are some bits for Ree since she asked for a shout out. Hi Ree. Okay, there's your shout out. You know, figured the Discord would be enough, but apparently not. Angelic Carax, thanks for the 100 bits. Hey, Caddy and fam, just wanted to give you a shout out for all the PS1 reviews. As one of your older viewers who used to sell PS1 games in the 90s, these reviews bring back some great memories. Thank you. 95 bits from It's Fick and Awesome. Your reaction was just as great. Thank you so much. Maybe work on the jokes. Oh, and got Luna Tofu, 100 bits. Oops, JK, here's a bunch more bits. I know this is probably really dumb to say, but I've been dealing with corona lately and lost my grandpa, closest thing to a father figure I had, and your videos have been helping me through a lot of the hard times. First of all, incredibly sorry to hear about your granddad, and second of all, shit luck. I don't know what else to say to that, but oh my god, I'm so sorry you're battling that as well. But you're saying you're dealing with it. I hope that you're dealing with it because other people aren't dealing with it too good. I hope that you're doing the right things. I hope you're staying safe. Keep your head up. I have no idea what else to say, and this is why I'm not a doctor. I'm terrible at this shit, but I'm so sorry to hear about that. Virtual hugs, if I could, I would. But yeah, thank you so much for jumping in and God. Oh, but yeah, I don't know how to talk to people that are going through shit. I'm really bad at it. I'm really bad at it.
Don't pre-think it.
No, I'm not pre-thinking it. It's just really sad.
What you naturally say.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Ah, dearie me. B199, thanks for the 100 bits. No questions, just some bits from the kindness of my heart. Thank you so much. Oh, right. Shall we continue with The Last of Us Part 2? Thank you so much, everybody. I'm sorry that I'm playing this game as well, considering what you're going through, Luna Tofu. It's very, very inappropriate, but luckily it's the last bit. It's the final part we're at. It's going to be a few more hours, but we're at the final tail end of the game. We think. We hope. No, I'm going to keep going on this stream until we're done. Because I'm a little bit burned out by this, I've got to be honest. Not because I haven't enjoyed it, but because there's other things to do. And this has been... I think this has outstayed its welcome a little bit, that's all. It's a very long game. Oh, we've got thunder. I don't know if you'll be able to hear that on the mic, probably not. But yeah, we've got some major thunderclaps right here. Is that why people call them thunder thighs? Because it's like when your thighs clap together, it makes a big old... Is that why that comes from?
I like how you're asking me.
I know, because I don't know slang. I don't know slang. I don't know slang. I didn't know what AFK meant until like 2 years ago. Away from keyboard. I didn't know that. Yeah, I didn't know that, and the internet's my job. So there you go. Thank you so much, Gadrak, for the $3 donation. Stan Doggy Freak. Stan Doggy Freak. You didn't say that. I'm not going to paint you off as an evil maniac. Stan Doggy Treat Fun. I can't speak today. Some ice cubes might help him cool and happy. Best of luck on the rest of the game. Thank you so much. 100 bits from It's Fick and Awesome. Unfortunately, I won't be here for the whole stream. I've got stuff to do. So sorry to tell a crappy joke and run, but here are the rest of my bits. There you go. They're guilt bits.
See, I feel a kindred spirit in a fellow joke maker upper.
Okay, Keris is saying that she feels a kindred spirit in a feather. I can't speak tonight. It's so hot. A fellow joke maker upper, she said.
No one finds mine funny.
No. No one finds yours funny. Yeah, Amy's jokes are facts. Right, let's get in the grass. There we go. That's sorted that out. No problem. Thank you for the 500 bits, Wolf Crafter in it. Thank you so much. Hey, Caddy, hope you're doing well. Wanted to ask a quick question, but do you have do you have a plan to play the new Avengers game coming out? I've been given a code for it. Even with my newfound appreciation and enjoyment of the MCU that I've been reviewing nearly every day when I've got the time to watch with the family, I don't know. It's not grabbing me, to be honest. I might check it out, but I don't think it's going to be a long playthrough or anything like that. 50 bits from Platinum Warp Star. Thank you so much. I'm a tad late, but I figured now's the best time to do my now streamly cheering. You ready for the finale? I don't know. I really don't know at this point. I presume we'll be seeing some SpongeBob on Friday. 100 bits from Classy One. You are absolutely correct. You couldn't be any more correct. Oh, I used the shiv. I shouldn't have used the shiv. Damn it. Because I could have strangled it and nobody would have spotted me. You only use a shiv when you think you're not going to have enough time to get away safely. But I had enough time to get away safely, so I've just wasted a shiv.
Shit happens.
Oh, shiv does happen, yeah. Oh. Because, Ames, they're being taken over by a fungus in their brain. Yes, it does, because their brain's being taken over. They don't know what they're doing. Right. Yeah, there we go. That's a proper stealth kill. I also just noticed before we started this part off that, oh. Yeah, I noticed before we started this part off that we've completely lost all of the gear and everything we've accumulated over the playthrough with Abby, so we are back to the absolute basics. We have got... This is it. That's all we've got. We've got pipe bombs, shotgun, and a revolver, so that's something, but yeah. Thank you for the 200 bits, Spartan Gamer 1989. Good evening, Caddy. Hope you have a great evening, and good luck to the ending of The Last of Us Part 2. It's very intense. Saw the lightning photo on Instagram. Just getting a storm here now. It's getting pretty scary. Here's some bits to help you keep cool and stay safe during this crazy weather we are having. I'm fine with crazy weather. Thank you, by the way, but I'm fine with crazy weather. I just don't like the inconsistency. Like, if you're going to be freezing all the time. If you're going to be hot all the time. But if you're going to be hot and then dump a load of water on my head while being pretty cold, and then get hot again, and then get cold again while making loud thundery noises, that's when I'm not too appreciative. Right, where are you going? Can I get behind you? I might be able to. Got ya.
All quiet now.
Okay, right.
Good.
Thank you so much for the 100 bits, Cam J Booth. Can you imagine a crossover between Hellraiser, Silent Hill, and Outlast? That would be awesome and horrifying in theory, not in practice. In theory, yeah, I was just going to say, in theory, yes. But probably not in practice. That would be a complete mess of a game. As long as Doug Bradley's in it, I'm okay. Speaking of Doug Bradley, not that Keris needs to hear this for the millionth time, but I've met him. I've met Pinhead. He's a nice guy. Pinhead's a badass. And I've met him, and he's very, very nice. And he looks very long. Like, how he looks in the movie, he pretty much looks like that in real life, just without the pins. It's quite intimidating.
If we don't find them here. Assuming all the leads dry up.
Thank you so much for the 100 bits, Manic Realms. It weird, but I was somehow hoping here for the incredible Cone Man death sound for an alert. Maybe someday. If I could get one without the bass in the background, I mean, yeah.
West. See what's out there.
God, you know what I need to do? I need to get myself one of those stream decks, because then I could have, like, a death sound, and it could go burr, 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 every time I died, which would be great. But I don't know how stream decks work, and they're not the cheapest, so I'm going to need to figure out what I'm doing with that. Oh. Rumble in the jungle out there. Stan doesn't like the thunder, does he? No.
Let's see.
You guys hearing that, or is everyone hearing that on the stream, or like? Yeah, it's almost like someone is like scratching the microphone. Everyone's saying they heard it. Inflim said they heard it. Oh, that's nuts. Titty McGee said no. Turn your volume up then, Titty McGee, because everyone else is hearing it. Ah, dearie me. 100 bits, Cam J Booth, thank you so much. That's awesome that you've met him. I'm a huge fan and have a Pinhead tattooed on my arm. Criminally underrated movie, in my opinion. It is criminally underrated. Actually, no. I don't... Yeah, Keris is just saying it was one of her first horror movies. Oh, they were your first horror movies when you were little. Yeah, it's a good place to start because it's just insane and graphic and like hard to look at sometimes enough to introduce you to horror, but just campy enough and just lighthearted enough to where you want to see it through to the end and feel like you've overcome your fears. Yeah. If you're younger, anyway. But yeah, no, I don't think Hellraiser's criminally underrated. I think it's very respected. I think the sequel's underrated. I think that's a better movie. But everyone seems to hate it, especially if you go on Rotten Tomatoes and all those other places. They hate that movie. I thought it was amazing. Oh, dear.
Maybe there's another way in? Are you being positive?
I'm
trying to be helpful. You're always helpful.
Aww.
Painted the indoors to look like the outdoors, but why it still look like that?
Ah, what's this? It's an unopened letter.
Constance.
Okay.
This is the place. Okay, but...
Yeah, I was gonna say there isn't anything here.
Oh, that yet.
Unless there's like a hidden basement or something. Yeah, I think we're looking for what we think. We've heard a rumor that there are some fireflies around here. Who were the group in the first game that basically tried to save the world, and then Joel completely killed all of them. So we think that they're back here. We think that they've regrouped and that they're back here, and we're trying to find them. And I think Ellie has now heard about this from Tommy, and now she's heading off to try and ambush them, which is a very silly thing for her to do, but you know, that's just the way it's going. Classy 100 bits. Have you tried Fall Guys? Not sure if it's your thing, but I think it's a good laugh and reminds me of Total Wipeout and Takeshi's Castle. I've seen clips of it. It looks like something that I would get enjoyment for like 5 minutes and just not touch again. I don't know. The thing is, like, if you start playing the things that if it becomes a meme and then everyone starts playing it, then you just... I don't know, you get buried a little bit, and then it becomes harder for people that like multiple streamers to decide who they want to watch. It just becomes a pain. So I'm happy to just do my own thing whenever I want, and right now I don't really want to play that. I would rather get on with my backlog, honestly.
Yeah, I have a small recollection of it.
If it makes you feel better, I also thought we were gonna die.
Ah, 1 revolver bullet. Brilliant. Some alcohol. Yeah, I think you guys have been gypped there. Or you're going to be ambushed. By some other people. Maybe some scars? I don't know. Ah, so that was the door that was locked earlier and we couldn't get in. I think. Yeah, it was. Okay, so maybe something through this window? 50 bits from One Shop. Thanks. Nice to see you in the chat, Ben. So with the ending in sight, what particular story bits stick out in your memory as The Last of Us 2 at its best and worst? Oh my god, I don't know. I think I'll talk about all of that stuff at the very ending when I don't have to concentrate, but I think there's been some great bits, and I think there's been some bits which just don't either don't make sense or don't work for me. Nothing as bad as what everyone else is making it out to be, but like,
we're done here.
yeah, I'll talk about that more as we get to the end. I need to remember what we've done so far as well. 100 bits from Leeson TV. Thank you so much. What's going on, Caddy? Hope you're having a good day. I wanted to ask you a question. What would you suggest to anyone who is wanting to get into making content, and what would you say to anyone who feels awkward about streaming or sitting and talking in front of a camera? Keep doing it, and you'll eventually get better at it. There's nothing else you can do. You can't go to a school. You can't have someone tell you. It is all practice. And the only way that you'll know how well you do is by you seeing how far you've come when you then look at your past stuff. Because if you're proud of something you've made now, chances are you're going to be upset with it in a few years' time. That's just how it works. But yeah, it's all experience.
Hello?
When it comes to streaming, on the other hand, and talking live, don't ask me. I still don't know how to do that myself. I'm just chatting to myself and occasionally answering some people's questions on a screen in front of me. If people like that, then great. Thanks, Kim J. Booth, for the 50 bits. Unpopular opinion, but I think Outlast 2 is way better than the first, but I love both. Same here. I think Outlast 2 is better than the first one. I think the first one is incredibly easy to break, and it gets ridiculously easy and ridiculously samey as it goes on, and I didn't think the story was that interesting, and the ending was shit. Good game, but I just didn't... Yeah, it's a good game. I just don't. When it first came out, everyone was talking about it was the scariest thing. No, I don't agree. But the second one was like, it gripped me, and I found it pretty damn scary. And everyone in the second one was complaining about like, oh, how you can't see where you're supposed to go, and it's just random. No, there are clear signs. Like the game is so dark that you have to just look for the light, which is kind of like a theme within the story, looking for the light. But yeah, you just got to follow the light. Whenever you see some sort of spotlight or a torch, chances are that's the direction you should be heading. It's actually very subtly woven mechanically into the game and into the environment. It's quite clever. It means you have to think a little bit. It's not like you just have to mindlessly run and go to the obvious open door. But I like that. I like being put under pressure while being chased, and thinking on my feet and being like, okay, so that must be where I have to go. Yes, that is. So this is, yeah, we did find a secret basement. I called it. Anything? Oh, what have you found? Oven. And put you in it. Abby can do with a little bit of protein on her arms. And Lev looks like he's full of protein. Thank you for the 100 bits, James JPEG. Sorry I'm late to the stream. What's the plans for streaming after The Last of Us 2? Hope the heat isn't getting to you. It is very hot. Yes. It is getting to us a little bit, thank you. We're doing SpongeBob, Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated next.
Is this frequency currently in use? This is... Do you see a call sign anywhere?
Oh, what?
It's a short list of numbers and letters. Fuck it. This is Abby from Santa Barbara. Can anyone hear me? Standing by. Is anyone out there?
What's this?
Those are frequencies. Is this frequency currently in use? This is Abby from Santa Barbara. Is anyone out there?
Are these other Firefly outposts?
I don't know. Can anyone hear me? Hello? Is this frequency currently in use? This is Abby from Santa Barbara. Hello? Hello? Is this frequency currently in use? Hello, this is Abby from Santa Barbara. Can anyone hear me? If anyone can hear me, please reply. Please answer.
Hi, Abby.
Oh,
Got a clear signal on you. Where in Santa Barbara you calling from?
2425 Constance. We got a tip about a base, but there's no one here. We're looking for fireflies. I'm a firefly.
Where were you stationed?
I was part of the Salt Lake outpost.
Who ran that facility?
wow, we've got the original theme
Dr.
coming
Jerry
back.
Anderson. He was my dad.
Jerry Anderson created Thunderbirds.
How about that? We pulled everyone back from the satellite stations and brought them back here to home base.
How many of you are there?
We're about 200 strong now, with a few more every month.
Owen was right. You're about to get 2 more. How do we find you?
Get to Catalina Island. Approach the large domed building in Avalon. We'll find you.
Okay. Okay, we'll see you soon. Over and out.
Looking forward to it. Good luck, Abby from Santa Barbara. Over and out.
Come on, let's get back to the sailboat.
Okay.
It sounded a bit dark.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. You were right.
What was that?
Why do you make me repeat whenever I'm wrong?
'Cause it makes me feel better. And 'cause it happens so rarely.
All right, let's make a move. As we said, let's go back to the sail. Oh! Okay. Oh, so they were there. Okay, these must be the people then. They were there the whole time, surely. Oh. Ow.
Stop! Don't kill her now. Try her up.
There's Dog the Bounty Hunter. What's going on now?
Come here, let me see you. You ready?
Wait, what are you doing? Wait.
Fuck!
Man!
You're fine. Get that little one.
Don't you fucking touch him!
Shit. What a hell of a catch, huh?
Okay. So this feels like an entire start of another game that's just started. 31 hours in. That's cool. Okay. Cam J. Booth, thanks for the 50 bits. It looks like Barry Burton. It does look like Barry Burton if he was a bit older, fatter, and was nearly dead.
Where did you go from here? Two, 4, 2, 5 constants. Yeah, that's gotta be it.
Okay, right. This is not going to end well then, clearly. I hope we get an explanation of who these random arseholes are. So the good info I traded those fish for turns out to be bogus. Despite our repeated dead ends, my gut tells me the Fireflies are in Santa Barbara, somewhere. I'm picturing the snark I'd be getting if you heard me say that. Shut up. Gonna check out another tip back in the suburbs. Wish us luck. I was sitting by the fire with Lev, looking at the waves, thinking about you. I told him your stupid joke about the skateboarding grandma. He laughed so hard he spit out his food. It's the happiest I've seen him. I miss you. You'd have liked it here. There are no towns, just small caravans that moved up and down the coast. Everyone says Santa Barbara is haunted, like some Bermuda Triangle. I think it's beautiful. I saw a seal the other day. It had spots. Is this some karmic way of you mocking me? Okay. Yeah, I think so.
How would she get up to the street from here?
Well, this is Uncharted. Okay, right. Let's have a look around the sand first, just in case. So what's Ellie got? Everything we had before. Sweet. Okay, cool. Can you shoot a bird? Ah, they move away. It's just it's gaming lore that whenever you see birds and you have a gun, you have to try and put one down. They're indestructible. Jesus Christ, do not give those birds any chips. You give them a chip and they'll take your arm. Okay, right. Got my shotgun out just in case. There's probably nothing down here, but you know, gotta scour everything just in case. There might be some kind of fancy old collectible down here that they wouldn't expect you to realistically run towards. We can even go in the water. How far can we go? Ah, there's the wall. Okay, right. Right, so there's nothing here. So that was a huge waste of time. And the game is starting to stutter a bit. Whoa, that's bad. Ah, goodness. Okay, right. And so begins the long beach jog up to the house. Getting a bit of Rocky 3 vibes. Except there's no Apollo Creed waiting for me at the other end. It's just a big, ugly old boat. Although I suppose the very idea of Rocky Balboa fighting in the ring against a giant boat is quite funny. Oh. Oh, I thought it was people. It's not people. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. Okay, right. Up we go. Let's head it. Okay, well now the question is, depending on where I don't know US geography that well, but depending on where Ellie and Dina were living, how long did it take for Ellie to get here after she heard the tip? Because there's a potential that they were captured for a while. Cam J Booth, 50 bits, thank you so much. I live in Blackpool, I can confirm that's what the seagulls are like here. Yeah, I've heard. We've got a few Welsh seagulls, and they're more concerned with abandoning their babies, and then the babies sit on top of light posts and just scream at everything because for some reason they don't want to fly, even though they're big enough to have flown up there in the first place. No, it's not like the seagulls don't make nests and then leave their babies. The seagulls get there first. The baby seagulls fly up there first and then start screaming for their parents. As if to say, like, "Oi, mum, get me down, I'm scared." It's like, well, you got up there, you stupid, bloody, winged... I'm trying to think of things without being too rude in front of childries. Okay, right. Okay.
Here we go.
Oh, I thought I could jump that. Here we go, right, under here. Up here. Nice.
Okay.
And what's going on over here? We're at street level now, I think? Okay, can we climb the... Nope, can't climb the ivy. Okay. If that is ivy, I'm not sure. We can climb that, though. Conveniently, there are no spiky ends on the top of that fence.
Now what? Mesa Bluff. I'm here, and Santa Barbara proper is that way.
Okie dokie. Gotta say, for a final kind of ending portion of the game, it doesn't feel like we're coming up to some sort of end. There's no... Even with what we've just seen with Abby just then, it doesn't really feel like we've come up to a kind of end. This is a very weirdly paced game. Okay. Oh, I don't know if I left my fan on in the office. Why? Oh, that's probably the window. Don't waste a shiv. Don't waste a shiv. Oh, no. Oh, Ellie learned how to... I forgot. She learned... It's been a while since we played as Ellie. Yeah, she learned how to use shivs from the first game, so she doesn't need to build them. She just has a knife. Okay. So there was someone over there. Oh, get the hammer, yeah. It's hammer time. Bow. Oh god, I forgot about my bow and arrow. I'll swap that out for the bow and arrow. God, it has been a while since we've done anything. Okay, that means there's going to be a workstation somewhere. Oh no, I thought that was it. I know I told you I'd wait for you here, but it's not safe. Rattlers are going through these woods. I can't risk getting chained up again. I'll be in that place where I told you the ping pool joke. I miss your laugh. Hope you go out okay. Okay. Thanks. Even though that was definitely not for me, but I'm going to pretend it is. Because I'm lonely. Okay. Right. I don't think there's anyone down here, so I'm going to move this way. And see if I am able to take them out from a slight distance. Yeah, it looks like this dude's just going to keep walking back and forth. Okay, no, that wasn't very good. I could probably sneak up on you then, in that case. Oh no, you're coming back this way. Okay. Oh, that reticle is really useful. It shows you where the arrow's gonna land. Stop moving. That was very close. Fuck me. They move! I swear to God, every single time! I can't hit these guys! Whenever I'm just about to make my shot, I'm being taunted. This is ridiculous. Okay, right. Got you, finally. Jeez. And the sad thing is I don't think I'll be able to pick up those arrows again. Okay. All of those wasted arrows. I upgraded it to, like, the best it could possibly be, and I still couldn't do it. Oh, goodness. Hello? Who's... Oh! Okay! Okay. Well, you guys hid very well. Take a step back, please. I didn't realize we were dealing with stalkers as well. That's not fun. Oh, great. Got ya. Right, where the hell are you guys hiding now? I wasn't expecting to be having to deal with you. Got my shotgun at the ready, just in case. Anybody here? I think if they sounded more like monsters, it wouldn't be quite as weird, but it's the fact that they just sound like regular people that's really screwing me up. I don't like it. It's like there's a tiny bit of humanity left in there that is trying to get out and can't. It's quite horrible. Okay. What? Where? Ah. I see you. Right. Can I hit it in the head, even though I can barely see the head? I got it! No way! Awesome. We're being raided by Libex93 with 3 Banukas. Thank you so much for all of the clones of the Banukas that you've just given us. That's very sweet of you. An army of Banukas dancing on our graves. Okay. I probably should craft some arrows now, shouldn't I? Oh, Molotovs. Yes, I've missed you. Yeah, I'll make some more. Have we got anything to do here? Explosive arrows. Oh, that's a pretty good... Improved health kits? Improved health kits or improved Molotovs. I think I'll probably go with improved Molotovs. I'll go down this this tree for the time being. Okie dokie. Also, I don't know why I didn't say this earlier, just to preface everything. I don't know why I didn't mention this earlier. Just to avoid potentially ruining the entire ending for me, I am going to try and stay away from the chat as much as possible. Because I've heard some divisive things about this ending, and the last thing I want to do is have it told to me before I even get there. So I'm just going to try and stay out of the general chat for as long as I can. So sorry everybody if you're just looking for a general chit-chat, but I'm going to be concentrating here. Nice ass. Ugh. No, don't come this way. Don't come this way. And that's it. Bye-bye. Let's go this way. Run away. Run away very fast. Okay, right. Ha-ha. Damn it, the sway's quite ridiculous on this thing. Damn it. Got ya. I was gonna say, what were you sitting on? Yeah, you're sitting on some weird, like... Okay, right. I'm gonna get my bow back out. Thank you, Cam J Booth, for the 50-bit cheer. I'm currently bidding on the original Resident Evil Nemesis, since many people recommend I play it. What would you recommend? Would you recommend it yourself? If you like Resident Evil 1 and 2, yeah, it's just shorter, much more fast-paced, and it's a bit of a rehash of 2, but just much more straightforward. It feels like a spin-off, and it kind of is a spin-off, because everything that game does, it already kind of experimented with in the second game, but they just made an entire game about one concept, that being Mr. X. It's a good time, and it looks good and it sounds good and all that stuff, but it's definitely not my favorite. It's definitely, it feels like a bonus game. And that's fine, but that's what it feels like. Ah, yes. I love how out of everything that's been destroyed and ripped apart, they had to make sure that the rubber ducky was placed properly. Out of everything that's wrong with the world, they've got to make sure the rubber ducky's sitting there with his sailor hat on, ready for whoever's going to have a bath next. Very, very cute. Oh, cool. Bedroom. It's almost like you're under the sea. Okay. I guess we're dropping down. There's not much else we can do. Can I drop down here? Oh, damn. Okay, I wasn't supposed to drop down that far.
Alright.
What's alright? Oh, no! It's another one. Okay, how about we just, sort this out with a Molotov, then? Solves the problem. Oh, there's two! Okay. Well, then in which case, I'm gonna do this. Head to the middle. Come on, all of you go to the middle. Yeah. Oh, come on. Where's that clicker? Or whatever it was. Okay, one's dead. I swear that another thing came... Oh, God, maybe it's a stalker. Are you gonna die? No? Okay. Bye. Where's your mate? There you are. Hey! Thank you. Didn't want that, did we? Woo. Yeah, that's the word I would use. Jeez. Oh!
God, Abby.
Hello.
This infected killed you. I gotta get out of here.
I'm not sure which way we're supposed to be going, but I'm going to look around the house. I think we're safe. Yeah, they're good. Oh, yeah, definitely shotgun shells. Thank you. Well, shotgun shell. It's incredible what the heat does to your brain. I'm finding it very difficult to think right now. Playing I'm alright with, but thinking and saying is quite the feat for me right now. Okay. Okay, let's have a look. Mum, I'm going to go and talk to the rattlers. Rattlers? Is that another infected? You can't... Well, no, because you're going to talk to them. So unless they're infected that have become self-aware and are conscious and are, like, writing philosophy, I don't think that's what they're talking about. Camacho Gaming, thank you so much for the 300 bits. Oh, late game, eh? Just wanted to give me last bits of bits as thanks for all the laughter you've given me for 8 years since the Crash retrospective. Hope life is treating you well. If there's anything I can do to help, let me know. What you've just done is fine with me. Thank you so much. Goodness gracious, that's way too kind of you. I'm sorry to telling you like this. I'm sorry I'm telling you like this, but I did want you to stop me. We're starving. We can't leave the area with you and Abuela like you. Abuela? Is that how you say that? Has anyone seen that name before? Abuela? Abuela? Like you are. It's only a matter of time before they find us. If I can join them, we could all be protected. I know this is scary, but I love you and I'm willing to do whatever you need to do to keep safe. Arnie. Okay, right. So, well, now we know that after becoming the governor of California, Schwarzenegger joined the Rattlers, whoever they are. Oh god, they might be the people that have got Abby right now. That might be the Rattlers. But no, they're not holding any Rattlers. Maybe they're a group of babies?
Or old people.
Cam J Booth, 50 bits, thank you so much. Since I said the sunken ice cream van should be Mr. Slippy Van, I shall henceforth be known as the Slippy one. Right, what have we got here that we can use? No, that's fine. Draw speed is fine with me. Okay, stability on this goddamn gun, 100%. I don't think there's anything else. No, we can't. Okay, cool. Let's carry on. What's going on? Oh, we've got ourselves a big pipe. Can we make it sharp? Yeah, we can. No, that's an explosive arrow. Yeah, we can make a big sharp pipe. For when the regular plumbing just doesn't do the job. Put knives in it. I'll cut up everything before it even reaches the toilet. Okay, right. Good question. I don't know.
Street around here.
Okay. Let's continue. Ah, is that where we're heading? Just down there?
Okay.
Yes, it is.
Santa Barbara's downhill.
Okay. Got quite a while to go.
425 Constance.
Oh, at least we've got a nice little shortcut. Go down a slide. That's nice. Because, you know, even though there's an apocalypse going on and you're looking to kill someone who killed your supposedly nice father figure, you've got to have a slide. That's just what you've got to do. Okay, let's go down the slide.
She has to be down there.
Oh, I thought we'd... Oh, there we go. We're sliding now. Okay, yeah, there we go. Oh, rag. Rag. And supplements, but we're not putting them up my bum. That's what Abby does. I think Ellie just takes them just so that she could live day to day without having a goddamn, like, post-World War II flashback. Okay... Thank you so much, Autistic Game Guy, for the raid of 7 Banukas. Thank you so much. It's a hefty number of Banukas to raid me with. Thank you so much. Oh, no. No, you're climbing, aren't you? You are going to climb. There is no way in hell you are not climbing, otherwise Ellie wouldn't have said that. Okay. Maybe they can't. Oh, there's a lot of them. Maybe I should try and Molotov them? I'm gonna do that. Yep. Everyone go to where the noise came from. That's it. Up and away!
It's actually a fishing barrel.
Ah. Okay. I think... these guys going to die, or are they just going to keep running around in circles? How are they not setting fire to the trees? Okay, they're still alive. I don't know how, but they're still kicking. There we go. Sorted. Thank you, Cam J Booth, for another 100 bits. Thank you so much. The Caddy Council has been formed, consisting of the one who is classy and the one who is slippy. Oh, can we not start? Can we not start a cult? Is that the least we can do, chat? Can we not start a cult? We've been playing a whole game for 30 hours about why that's a terrible idea. Can we not do that? I'm not endorsing this cult at all. I'm sorry. And if anybody says, oh, it's Caddy Council, well, you know what? They might think you're just talking about a golf caddy, a shower caddy, or a VW caddy, which is a car in this country. So that's what I'm going to think. You're just a load of VW caddy nerds. That's all I'm going to think. So do what you want. What else can I make? Oh, explosive arrows. I could, yeah, let's try it. Might be pretty useful. Tools of the trade. Oh, that must be from crafting everything in the game, I guess. Cool. Plus, how could a caddy council be formed exactly if I'm not there to oversee it? You need a senator. You can't just start these things without a leader, and if you're basing it around me, I need to be your leader, and I'm completely rejecting your offer to be the leader, so the cult can't happen. What's wrong with you? Oh. What's this? International delivery. Is that the name of the company? Delivering the future today. Well, you are always delivering in the future. That's the point. Right, we couldn't do... Oh! Okay. Ow! Kind of similar to what happened to Joel in the first game. Oh, not the knife. Oh, have we got a... I mean, the upside down thing happened to Joel, but also getting, like, impaled in the side like that. Yeah, we've been caught by the rattlers, haven't we? Blood's going to our head. We're going to pass out, aren't we? Cam J Booth, 50 bits. It was meant as a joke and now the chat's taken it too far. What do you mean the chat's taken it too far? Okay. What do you mean the chat's taken to... If the chat's taking anything too far, can the mods please try and control the situation? Purely because I don't want anything spoiled. I don't want to go in the chat. So if there's anything that's going out of hand, if there's any, like, spam or whatever, just make sure it's dealt with. I'll be very, very appreciative.
I'd be lucky if she lasts a month.
I'll send you lip smackerings across the camera. Sorry, I should be paying attention, shouldn't I? Okay, so... We're gonna find Abby in a sec, but probably not how we expected.
Man? I mean, is she even worth the trip back? It's not like...
Get you?
No. I'm good. Something funny?
Looks like you shit your pants.
Ah.
Fuck you say?
Oh, bitch.
You like funny, huh? Get up.
Come on. Get up. We don't need
No, man,
this.
she's fucked up anyway, man. Come on. Yeah, it's funny, right? It's funny.
Serious?
Well, joke's on you, dude. Well, first of all, that was stupid, and second of all, joke's on you, it wouldn't have done anything. Yeah, that's how we do it.
Wait. You said Abby. You're looking for an Abby, right? We picked one up a couple months ago.
Yeah, sure.
No, big girl. Blonde. Arms like mine. She had a scrawny kid with cuts by his mouth. Yeah, that's her. You let me go. I'll tell you where she is.
Thanks, Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Action takes over.
Talk.
She's in a holding cell at our camp.
Where's that?
Head that way till you hit the railroad track. That'll lead you to a resort. We keep them in the tall, round building. I swear.
Okie dokie.
Tracks to resort. Tall round building. Tracks to resort. Tall round building. Fuck.
So they are rattlers, okay.
Is that a gun? He's got a gun! God damn it. Shit.
Okay, so they'd rather kill themselves than go back to there. That's good. We've got a submachine gun. What? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, there's 3 guys there.
Anyone helped him. They're going in the fucking pool.
No, you're not.
He was acting up for a while. This is the 3rd this month.
Oh, we got another dog over there. That's good to know.
People on the gate need to do their fucking job. Go look around.
Haha. Hat fell off. Right, you gonna come over? No? Okay, maybe I should try using my bow and arrow then. Damn it! Oh, this is so hard to aim with! Damn it. Was just a bit too late there. Hopefully no one else got alerted. Ah. Clean shot. And I get to get my arrow back. Sweet. Oh, hello. Might need to just take you out nice and fast with my silencer. Damn it. Way too. Whoa. Sorry, dog. Sorry, dog. Sorry, dog. That's what I get for trying to shoot my dog. Okay. Oh, hello. Okay, wait. Let's swap over to my rifle. Okay, he's playing the dirty game then. Okay. So am I. Alright. Okay, so we've run out of ammo on this gun, so we just have... Okay, so if I swap to that one, so that all I need to do is tap right. So at this point, Ellie is just doing this for the fucking sake of it. She knows that Abby has been captured and is probably being tortured, and yet she still wants to find her and kill her before they have a chance to do so. This has gone way too far now. This is just angry the game. Everybody's angry and nobody can take a chill pill. Okay, what's in this? There's ammo in here. Honey, when you were working at Waitrose and you had to do the car park banister kind of thing, would you have kept handgun ammo in your station as the cars came in? Yeah, I was going to say. You'd want to probably shoot a massive load of car tyres out by the way some people were behaving. Hope the chat are behaving. Hope everything's under control there. Like I said, I would sort some things out myself. I'm really sorry. But I just don't want to go in there just in case. We had a load of people on the first ever episode stream come in and decide to tell us exactly what was going to happen. And now that this is the last stream, we've come full circle. I'm just making sure we're covering our ground. Like this. Okay, right. I think we got everybody. Some health back in me. Some nice ageless chocolate. In the kitchen? Is this a kitchen? No, there's a computer in it. Oh, I suppose if there's a health kit there, might as well just heal up full so we can take another one. It's a free health kit, not going to complain. Revolver, nice. Awesome. Nice. Can we open the fridge? No? Okay. God, there's a lot of stuff in here. I guess that's because there's people actually actively using this bit. That makes sense.
What's that one in? Okay.
It's the infected places where you don't get to see anything. There's so much shit here. This is great. Oh, I've got a bot. Nice. Got a nice bot. Can I swap out to my shotgun yet? Maybe not. But I am going to get my bow and arrow out. Craft ammo. What can we craft? Standard arrows? Yeah, why not? And a Molotov. Can I upgrade anything here yet? Improve Molotov. Yeah, no, we want to improve Molotovs. I don't think I've... Oh, no, I can't make any trap mines. I don't know what that trophy was for, then. Because I haven't got trap mines yet. Oh, no, I do have trap mines. I'm an idiot, sorry. Okay. Very pretty. Very, very pretty indeed. Oh, and I just crafted some arrows, and there's a load down here for floop. Thank you so much, Wolf Crafter in it, for the 300 bits. This in-game bathroom had a missed opportunity. No ducky guarding. What does that mean? What does that mean? Am I out of the loop, honey? What does that mean? Okay, she doesn't know either. Sorry. Oh, the duck. Oh, I thought ducky was a slang term for something you did in the toilet. I thought you were saying, oh, they missed out the fact that there's nowhere you can guard yourself from the duckies. Like, I didn't realize you were talking about a literal duck. Jesus Christ. Don't ever go on the internet, people, because you overthink everything anyone ever says to you. Everything is an innuendo. Everything is nasty. Everything is disgusting. Yeah. Everything is disgusting. Everything is gross when it makes you be sick. Okay, I think I'm heading this way. I don't know if that was thunder just then, or if that was, the game telling me I was nearly spotted, but I did hear a kind of rumbling noise. Oh, no, I was nearly spotted. Yeah, that... No, there is thunder as well, but I wasn't sure what that was, but now I've heard it. It's fine. Okay, right. So, if there's one dude there, which it looks like... Where's the other dudes? Oh, there's one over there. So they're too far apart from each other to do a trip mine or anything like that with, so... I will hide behind this box. Take care of you. I got him! Holy shit, that's the first time I've done a moving headshot on a bloody bow and arrow. Can't believe it. That reticle thing really helps out. Can I get you? Oh, yeah. You never find me. Even though you're heading in my direction. Sorry, I'm going. Bye. I don't think there's anyone else. I hope there's no one else. Okay, there's 2 more people. Okay, right. I should be able to get this sorted very quickly. If I distract one... Oh, there's a dog. Okay, right. I haven't got a silencer either. That was the luckiest thing I've ever done. He just decided after I... Oh, dog! He just decided to look up at the sky. That was really weird. God damn. Yeah, like, I missed him once, and then he just looked up at the sky. That was really weird. Let's try out this thing. Oh, you got headgear on. Oh, there's more. Oh, this is bad. This is bad biscuits. Okay, right. Let's swap you out for the rifle, because you're not that much useful to me anymore. Okay, heal up, heal up, heal up, heal up, heal up. Swap you out. No, no, no.
She ducked over there.
No, 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 no. Revolver, where are you? Okay, right.
Over here.
Damn it. Shit, shit, I'm reloading. Okay, I headshotted you. Damn. Got ya. Jeez, that wasn't easy. Okay. Oh.
Any others?
Okay, that was a dramatic death. I thought I headshotted you. Wouldn't you have gone down immediately? Okay.
Tracks.
Lovely. Assault rifle ammo. God, this isn't going well, is it? Just as I was talking about how generous all of the items being given to me were, they then give me nothing because I used all of it. I'm going to find that truck again and get those arrows. Because they were useful. But I couldn't pick them up. Ah, there it is. Pick up some arrows, boys. Let's do it. Yeah, 2 of them. Count them. 1, 2. Buckle my shoe. Let's go. Right, further into the buildings we go. Probably not that way. Ah, there we go. Seem to have made it pretty far. Oh, that was nearly your name there, honey.
Oh,
McKay.
really?
Keris Mkay. Okay. Nothing. Anything else around here?
Okay.
That's what I just said.
Resort.
You sneaky little Pete. Cheeky little squeak.
Not dying today. Too fucking close.
Yeah, but what if she's already dead? Like, you've got no proof or any indication that she's even alive at this point, you know? So it's like, what are you doing this for? This is just going on a hunch and risking everything you've worked up to over 2 games. I'm not saying this is bad, by the way. I'm just like, Ellie's just lost it. I don't think it's a portrayal to her character. I think it's a logical way to go, like, considering that Joel was her father figure, who, as we know, bit of a sociopath, bit manipulative, and liked killing people. So I'm not surprised that Ellie's ended up a bit like this. But it is kind of sad to see. Anything else around here? Don't think so, but... No, we're good. She holds this really weirdly. She's holding it like an unwieldy hose. Oh, she's put it away. Thank you, Calrissian, for the subscription. Very kind of you. What's in this door? Okay. I don't want that. I do want that, though. Yeah, I'll reload my revolver. Got some tape. No, I've learnt my lesson. I'm not going to craft another set of arrows. But I am going to keep this group of arrows nice and close to my chest. Oh, we've got more thunder on our way. Ah, we've got a good sniping nest here. Sweet. Okay, what the hell are these guys' problems?
Oh, God. That looks like a tall, round building. How do I get in there?
I think the way you're getting in there is by being captured. Okay, guys, is it just me or does it smell like Domino's pizza right now? Yeah, it smells like the garlic dip in this room right now. Someone been sneaking Domino's in? Hmm? After we had our lovely, fresh and nutritious almond-based pizza. That'd be a very disappointing thing to do. It really smells like Domino's in here right now. And UK Domino's is good Domino's. No, I'm just... Come over here, come over here a bit. It smells like Domino's, like garlic dip. What do you mean it's not very nice? I think it smells... The field? Are they growing pizzas? Oh, next door are burning their underwear. Yeah. The door's open. I would say... A, they're probably asleep, and B, like... I was going to say, oh, but they don't know which next door we're talking about. Yeah, they're the only next door we have. We haven't got anyone on the other side of the house. Yeah. Hey, Rattlers. It's Mackenzie. I'm out. I'm free. My husband... Oh. My husband died picking your fucking tomatoes. We aren't some lonely stragglers. I'll be back with others. Your time is coming. Well, clearly it wasn't, so well done. They're still here. They're still kidnapping people. And you're now putting Ellie in unnecessary danger because she has to kill Abby, and you're now going to do it for her, and she won't be very happy with that. And Ellie's probably going to get shot, and everyone's going to cry, and it's going to be bad. Right, what's in here? Well, can we... Oh, we have to... Okay, right. This really doesn't feel like we're coming up to some sort of climax. It's very weird.
Do it just a little closer, buddy.
Dude, leave him alone. He can't feel anything.
Fuck that. I promised him I'd do this to him.
This is such a fucked up hobby.
Bet you wish you didn't try to escape now, don't you, Anthony?
What's he doing? Oh, they've chained them up. Oh. Oh, wait, they chain people up and then get them bitten? Jesus, what's wrong with these people? But what, like, who does that benefit? Like... Okay, right. Let's take out a few of you twats. Right. Didn't see me. I am the grass. I wonder if there's a way I can let that guy go. Wait, who? Where? Oh, good shot, Ellie. Well done. Went straight through his mask.
Quick, check it out.
I got you covered. What? Todd! We're under attack. It came from over there.
Oh, you...
Right! Shit! Right over here!
I nearly had all of them.
Shit.
Oh god, now that one knows where I am. Ah. Not exactly what I wanted, but... I suppose it could be worse. Probably should have stealth killed this one before doing anything else, shouldn't I? Oh dear. Okay. Well, let's craft some normal arrows. Maybe I could get away with this. I'm not sure though. Please go down that way so that I can get around you. Okay. No, that's fine with me. I can work with this. I just had an idea. I'm going to try and grab this guy. Or this girl, I'm not too sure. Okay, so you know how we do this? Guys, you want to see something cool? I don't know if it'll work, but you want to see something cool? No way! Okay, that was cool. That was cool. Oh, that was great. Problem is, you now know where I am, but, like, that was worth it. Totally worth it. I think I'm going to use my last bullet on you, honestly. You're a bit of a pain. Oh, there's still more people. Where are the people? Oh, they're over there. Okay, right. Okie dokie. Right, we've got a guy coming out this way. I think. Yeah, he's following the sound of the gunshot. I think he's the only one. Or she. Can't assume, can I? Okay. Got ya. Took 2 shots, but I'm okay with that. That's fine. Okay, let's carry on. That was the coolest shit ever.
These are some sick fucks.
Yeah, can't you see a parallel, Ellie, right now? Okay, well, no, Ellie, you're not as bad as these people. I'm just saying, can't you see that, like, where this is going? Oh, you could have let it loose. Ah. No, I think what I did was cooler. I'm happy with that. Okie dokie. Thank you so much, Caboose15, for the 100 bits. Hey, Caddy, I've decided to give my first ever bits to you. Thank you so much. Jeez, that mustn't have been an easy choice to do, especially if you've never done it before. Thank you so much. I'm honoured. Thank you. And if you take that out of context, it looks like you're giving me your privates, which I don't want. But thank you so much. I must admit, when I played through this game, I was feeling a bit burnt out by this part, and it felt like it was dragging for some reason. Yeah, same here. Quick question. If the Fireflies had managed to make a cure, despite the previous failed attempts and lack of resources, do you think they would have used it to grab power, given their history? No, I didn't get that from Marlene. And regardless of that being the case, like, if that was true or not, yeah, okay, but the point is that they'd still have a cure, and we wouldn't be doing any of this right now. Like, okay, it might not have done a very morally correct thing, and they might have gone a little bit corrupt and blah, 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 but they would have had a cure. And yeah, they could have, like, melded the world in some sick and disgusting way that they saw fit. But they still would have had a cure, so that would have been better than any of this, because now these people are getting power, not with a cure, but by just killing other people and being indiscriminately torturous and getting people chained up and then killing them with other people. Yeah, I know what you're saying, but I think that's obviously the better suggestion. Yeah, whatever. Sorry. No, that's all you said. Sorry. Spellcaster Luke, subscribe. Thank you so much. Reload speed on the revolver, fire rate on the shotgun, stability on the rifle. I'm using this quite a lot. Awesome. Getting some use out of this thing now. It wasn't until I upgraded it. Okay, I feel like we're getting somewhere now. Go and get a nice coffee. And then another coffee. Okay, what's going on in this? I'm guessing it wants me to try and go this way, so I'm going to look up this building instead. Spraynard Kruger, thanks for the 316 bits. Thank you so much. Very kind of you. Sir Cads of Icarus, which Rush album would you choose? Power Windows or Hold Your Fire? Hold Your Fire. Not even a difficult. Power Windows has some great tracks on it, but Hold Your Fire is like... It isn't my favorite one, but it has too many good tracks compared to Power Windows is like 3 or like 2 or 3. That's not even a difficult choice for me. Oh, I feel like we shouldn't be here. More arrows. I was going to craft some. Thank you. Ah, great. Some shampoo. You know, I found out the other day, talking of shampoo. Did you know shampoo was Indian? Shampoo. The product shampoo is an Indian product. It was invented by an Indian guy. And it was based off of, I can't think of his name. Edward Shampoo, I don't know. No, he was an Indian guy that emigrated to the UK in the 1800s. I can't think. But yeah, he made this concoction that people were using in India, like with berries and all that kind of stuff to keep their hair fresh. And he introduced it over and commercialized it. And I can't remember. The word shampoo derives from that. I was watching... no, I wasn't watching. I was just randomly flicking through TV. I think I might have been building the Mario Lego sets. And it was on in the background. And it was on, like, Really or something. You know, one of those history channels. And, yeah, I thought it was very interesting. Oh, she's done a lot worse than this, Ames. She's been through quite a bit. I think if you're that desperate, you'll just keep going. So, trading card. Even these cruel and ruthless thugs that are torturing people still collected credit cards? Trading cards! I'm going to assume this is the way because that gate is probably locked. Alright, so I'm going to go out on a limb here and say there's no infected. Because that would be a stupid thing to do for these people. To have them loose in the house. So this isn't a Resident Evil Spencer Mansion situation we have here. So we should probably just keep going like nothing happened. Okay, cool. It's fine with me. There was something shining over here. The Coconator, thank you so much for the $50 donation. Way too nice of you. Thank you. I always seem to catch these stream series on the final part. Thank you for all that you do. Well, don't feel the need that you have to apologize for missing the streams with a donation. I'm just happy that you're even watching. Thank you so much. Way too kind of you. And now I shall play my extra best. Well, I mean, well, no, I won't. I'm sorry. I'll do as best as I can. You can't buy my skill. It doesn't really work like that. You'll be disappointed. You'll be wasting your money. Okay, there's got to be people out here. There's spotlight. Yeah, there we go. Right. No. Get back in the grass. Get back in the grass. There we go. Tall round building. We are getting somewhere, guys. Okay, right. Oh, dear. Are you coming back this way? I can't see who is seeing me. This is the problem I have right now. Oh, I think I've got to remember that the arrows are slower than bullets as well, so I need to judge my distance based on their speed of movement and everything and the speed of the arrow. There's a lot of factors. But this reticle thing is really useful. No. Oh, I nearly let go there. Got ya. And there's an infected on a chain. And if you start making noises, everyone's going to get suspicious. So I'm going to actually leave you to it. 100 bits from Cam J. Booth. Thank you so much. I was wondering what your opinions were on the works of H.P. Lovecraft. I love the universes and the stories. I know he wasn't the nicest person, but I've also heard that in his later years he regretted immensely everything that he believed, and, you know, it was. I'm not excusing what he believed, but you know, there is a point where you got to say it was of the time. Like, some people were being murdered over that kind of stuff, so like you have to give that card to some extent. And I've heard that he regretted everything that he said and did in his last days, which I would like to think, but if he didn't, then, you know, horrible person. But his stories are cool. Keris got me a massive book of all of his stories, for, what was it, for my birthday once. Yeah, and I've read like 2 stories, and there's like dozens of them. Problem is I'm not the best reader, so...
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, I'm doing alright, doing okay. And also, thank you so much, 100 bits, from Spellcaster Luke. Hey, Caddy, been watching your content for years. Just curious as an American as to what it's like living in the UK. Keep up the great work. In the summer, not very fun. Oh, who was that? Yeah, right now, it's not very fun. Not because of the heat, because I like the heat and I like the sun. Summer's my favorite time of the year. I hate the cold and I hate the snow. But the problem is that none of our buildings have air conditioning built in. Because we maybe have a total of 14 days of the entire year where it's hot. And the rest of it is either comfortably warm or cold. And grey and rainy and miserable. So what ends up happening is that when it gets ridiculously hot, like right now, you end up... Jesus, a lot of people. You end up completely toasting. There's no other word to describe it. There's no escape from the heat.
What's the story? Nothing over here.
But then, well, it's, speaking of, oh, well, sorry, carrying on with the UK. Yeah, we drive on different side of the road, so that's something. And also, things aren't necessarily too cheap down here. In America, from what I've noticed, food is generally way cheaper. Fast food and restaurant food especially. There's no tipping culture in this country because most of the people that wait you are on decent salaries. And that's pretty much it, really. It's more or less the same as America in many ways, but just not as big, much more quaint, and people are secretly rude instead of openly rude more of the time. But yeah, no, going back to the whole H.P. Lovecraft thing, I'm not condoning anything that he said or did. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying that, like, when it comes to explaining the way he was and, like, seeing how he wrote certain things, it's clear that a lot of it was of the time, like, fear. Well, yeah, but the thing is as well, like, when people talk about separating art from artists, the thing is he's been dead for years. And it's like even Tolkien was a troublesome person every so often. But these people are dead and they're not profiting off of, like, talking about the works that they created. Whereas people like J.K. Rowling are still thriving off of it and are creating fresh communities based off of fear and hatred and misunderstandings. And yeah, those people probably did that back in the past too, but most of those, if not all of those people, are probably dead. But yeah, like, if you go to London, I've been to London maybe 6 times in my life, in total. And every time I've been, I like going there, but every time I've been, what ends up happening is, like, people that walk by you on the tube, or people that walk by you in the street, you get glanced, you get stared down, you get judged when you're in the UK with a lot of areas, and that's not a very nice feeling. I'd rather people just not stare or tell me what the problem is, but that's what a lot of Londoners do and a lot of England people do. Oh, something else that's cool, the architecture. We've got way more history than America. So, like, we've got hundreds, if not thousands of years more history, so we've got way more cool old shit. Yeah, we do have thousands of years. So we've got castles that are built in the middle of... Like, they built cities around castles that are still up and you can visit now. We've got dungeons everywhere. We've got gross old buildings where people used to hang people and, like... We've got the Cadbury's Chocolate Factory, which if you if you're an American and you've had UK Cadbury's chocolate, you should, because US Cadbury's chocolate is just no. I'm gonna let this one go. I wonder if... Oh, he's off. Okay. And we're off! But yeah, so we've got loads of cool architecture. Lots of our buildings, lots of our shops are built into buildings that are already hundreds of years old. Pubs are pretty cool. Yeah, just all that kind of stuff. Like, you'll have a lot of modernity mixed in with the old stuff. So you never feel like you're stuck in the past, but the past is there to kind of cushion you and make you feel like you're in a different kind of place. Yes, we do have Robin Hood. Inflim, 50 bits, thank you so much. Fun fact about our houses. Thanks to the UK being colder in history, our houses are built to actually trap heat, so our houses aren't built for summer. And that, I completely forgot to mention that. Yeah, bricks and mortar, insulation. Our houses are mattresses. They're just mattresses with bricks around them. They are designed to keep as much heat in as possible during the winter. So when summer rolls around, mix that in with no aircon, you can imagine how it is. It's not fun. And the annoying thing is that in every other summer, when the world wasn't on fire... Get down. Yeah, every other summer when the world wasn't on fire, when you were out and about in the town... Oh dear, I've been spotted. Shit. I've got the wrong gun equipped as well.
Got her pinned!
Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do a very clever thing here. I'm going to put that there and run away.
I found her! Here!
I got you! Oh, that was good. Okay, who's over there? But yeah, so even in the winter, it can get pretty chilly, and that's with insulation. So like, that's the thing. Like when people don't realize about the UK. Oh God, I'm really sorry. Bigger Man Dan subscribed for 3 months. Thank you so much. And Kitty Girl 586 raided us with 11 Banukas. I'm so sorry I missed that. Thank you so much, Kitty Girl. But yeah, so it's quite funny because what people don't realize, the word heat wave doesn't mean a certain temperature. It means the temperature relevant to your general climate. So whenever it gets to about 27, 28 degrees C in this country, that's considered a heat wave. Which for many countries is just a normal bloody spring day. But for us, that's a heat wave. So when it gets to about 35, which it has been over the last few days, it's hell because no building is built for it. And as I was saying, before the world was on fire, if you're out and about in the town, you could just go to a shop or a restaurant and everything there would be air-conditioned, but just not here. Like, not in any of the basic houses. Do you know what? I might... Oh, I've got these two jokers down here. Oh, they're clickers. Okay, well then I'll burn them then. That makes things easier.
Get down!
Okay, we got you up there. So even like what you got to deal with in the UK is summers can sometimes reach up to a good like 35 degrees, like this year, one of the hottest summers we've had in decades, but then it'll immediately flip back around, and in the winter it will end up being -5 C. Like, that's how ridiculous it is. It's like we've got such a broad spectrum of temperatures, so we're used to dealing with a good like -5 degree winters, and then when 35 degrees summer rolls around, we ain't ready for it. Plus, wherever you are in this country, you are no longer than 2 hours away from the sea. We're a tiny little island, and the sea is everywhere, so when it heats up, the sea evaporates. It gets really muggy and really humid, and it's not fun. It's the humidity that's the problem. I like the heat. The humidity is not fun. When you feel like you're swimming through the air, that's when you know it's a bit too warm. Oh, Jesus Christ. This is going to take ages, isn't it? Okay, where's the other dude? You're up there. Okay, right. Shit. Shit. Sorry, I missed every single shot. I think I might have hit once. Where's the other dude gone? Oh, he's over there now. Okay. Trying to flank me, are you? Oh, no, you're over there. Okay. Where's the other dude? Oh, they're over there. Right, okay. Oh, God, I can't see you. Damn it. Thank you so much, Caboose15, for the 100 bits. Context is key when it comes to bits. Yes, it is. Also, that's a fair answer. I was asking more in terms of what a fun what-if scenario. Any thoughts on the prequel Uncharted movie that's being made? Are you looking forward to it given the quality of video game movies have improved a bit, or would you already have a sense of doubt about it? Uncharted is basically a movie anyway, so I'm good with it. As long as they get the characters right, I'm all for it.
Okay.
And I don't think that Naughty Dog can do anything with the future story of Nate Drake at this point anyway, so I'm glad that they're doing prequel stuff. And not everything needs to be a game.
Right there!
Fuck, you moved your... Got ya, right. It's almost like you don't want to die. Oh, jeez, whoops. Got ya. And one more. Where are you hiding? I might just melee you just because I can. Oh, there's another guy over there. Whoops. Okay, right. Well, there's a machete in the room behind me, so I'm actually going to run for you. If I'm going the right way. Okay, this is good. This is good. I can work with this.
Yeah, keep looking, fuckers.
Okay, right. Probably bad idea to take two at once. But you know what? Trap mine. Oh, no, night Phoebes. You too. Wow, that did the job. Oh, I blew his entire torso off. That's fun. Where's the other dude? Oh, he's there. Okay, I can melee you, no problem. Got ya. We done? We good? Nice, I think we're done. We're not moving around anxiously and the music stopped. Oh, dearie me. Classy one, 100 bits, thank you so much. Oh, Peeperono, 50 bits, sorry, missed that. Hey, buddy, hope you and everyone are keeping well. Just thought I'd drop in. Currently writing up my uni application. Good luck. I've heard it's very difficult to get into. And Classy one, 100 bits. We mentioned the Uncharted. Since we mentioned the Uncharted movie, who would you personally cast as the main characters, such as Nate and Sully? Well, we know that Tom Holland is Kid Drake, and I don't think there could have been any more perfect of a casting choice. Sully, I think Tom Hanks would be great.
I'll go see what's up. All right, be careful.
But then he's not quite gruff enough. But then that's... Yeah. I think Tom Hanks immediately comes to mind. But that's because that's more from the look. Like I'm thinking about how he looks in Saving Mr. Banks. But I don't know what to do with him. Oh god, no! Who's the dude that was Monica's boyfriend in Friends? Yeah, Tom Selleck. He'd be a good Sully. I think he'd be a great Sully actually, and he's got that gruffness about him as well. He could do a good like gravelly old lecherous man voice. Yeah, Tom Selleck. Tom Selleck and Tom Holland. You got Tom Satnavs. So yeah, that's my answer there. 100 bits from Spellcaster Luke. Thank you so much. Hey Caddy, how would you approach your creative process when writing new videos, and how do you deal with writer's block? Speaking as a creative myself, I just write. There isn't really an approach. Whatever comes to head, that didn't come out right. Whatever comes to my head, I write. That's just what I do. It's I've had writer's block a few times, but that's more during the script writing when I can't think of like a specific phrase or a specific word, but never getting it really from like a Oh god, what do I say? Because I know what I want to say based off of what the notes I take from playing the games. The games speak for me. I only write notes based on what I play, and everything else just fits around it automatically. I don't really think about it. It takes a while, but I don't think about it. Thank you so much for blah 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 100 bits from Cam J Booth again. On the topic of films being turned into TV series, I highly recommend Ash vs the Evil Dead. It was done brilliantly. Oh, I haven't seen it yet. I do really want to see it. Spraynard Kruger 316 bits. Genesis. Wait, sorry. Genesis selling England by the pound. Inspiration 101. I don't know what you were talking about with inspiration there. Sorry, dude. Inspiration how? What, inspiration drumming-wise? Harper Onions, 200 bits. Tom Hanks has already played Sully. He has, hasn't he? There was a movie, wasn't there? And he was Sully. You're catching me out. Was it the one with the plane? I can't think. Flight, was it called? Was that Sully? Oh, I don't know. You're trying to catch me out. But I made my main up anyway. Tom Selleck, absolutely. Tom Celery. Tom Celeriac. I always found that film Flight, I always found that an interesting conversation piece, because when it came out, everybody was talking about, like, oh, it's a good discussion. Like, do you want to... Like, he landed the plane even though he was a little bit drunk. So should he have been drunk? Because he did land the plane after all. And then the immediate thing I come to is, no, he shouldn't have been fucking drunk. Doesn't matter if he landed the plane. He's lucky he landed the plane. Got nothing to do with he should have been drunk or, oh, we should pardon him. He shouldn't have been fucking drunk in the first place. Him being able to land a plane that was coming down should have been part of his job resume anyway. He shouldn't have been drunk. I don't think there's any discussion about it. I think he should have been honoured if he wasn't drunk, but the fact he was drunk completely cancels it out. Spraynard Kruger, 200 bits. Tony Banks keys, Phil's drumming and background vocals, Peter Gabriel's vocals. Yeah, I know what you're saying, but inspiration for what? Are you talking about inspiration for creativity or what? I don't really listen to... The only music I listened to get inspired was when I was about to play live, and I had a Rush live album, Exit Stage Left, and I used to listen to that before going on playing live. Because that's how I felt like a live band should have sounded. Jenny, sending along some extra beef, grapefruit, and potatoes I just got. They have been impressed with how many strays I've captured and wanted to reward me. We're seeing the best crop we've had since we settled here. Please make sure my mum gets fatty cuts. She looked too skinny last time I saw her. Pat. Yeah. The mail industry completely collapsed. Postman Pat went rogue. Oh, I've got to get my machete. Whoopsie. I need to get my spaghetti. Mom's spaghetti, mom's machete. His palms are sweaty. If my mum had a machete, I'd find that the funniest thing in the world. Because she's the last person that would ever... She wouldn't even know what it is. She's like, oh, that's a big steak knife you have. I didn't know you did that, big cows in... She would think it was a giant steak knife for, like, the biggest cow. Like, she wouldn't ever piece together that it was a deadly weapon. Okay, right, I'm going to do that. I'm going to upgrade my machete. And a silencer, fantastic. These are proving quite useful. I'll make another one of them. But I am going to make another Molotov. Okay, let's get my bow and arrow out. Bow and arrow out. That's a very difficult thing to say. Oh, Spraynard Kruger, 200 bits. Oh, my bad, man. Just inspiration for writing new music and feeling warm and cozy once in a while. Okay, I see. Sorry. I don't know if you said that you explained that in the chat. I'm not looking in the chat right now because I don't want to be spoiled for the ending, but okay, that makes more sense. Yeah. I need to get into more classic Genesis. The earliest Genesis album I have when, like, Phil was still in and was still drumming was, I don't know, Peter Gabriel wasn't even in at that point. It's We Can't Dance. That album's the only Genesis album I actually have. And the title, well, not the title track, the track named after the album. I bloody hate. I hate We Can't Dance. I hate that song. I don't like it. I'm sorry. It's like Phil just got a Yamaha keyboard, pressed play, and then started screaming. It's a really boring song. But Jesus, He Knows Me, and like Driving the Last Spike. Those are some tunes. Sorry, honey. Oh, you didn't. Chloe thought for the longest time his name was Colin Phillips. So every time Phil Collins comes into conversation, we have to call him Colin Phillips. He is Colin Phillips. Colin Phillips, the drummer. You won't live that down because it's hilarious. Everybody knows Phil Collins. Oh, get down, get down, get down.
Spread out. Guard the tower.
Spread out. Guard the tower. Okay, I've got a great idea. Okay, my great idea needs to work like right now. Okay. Shit.
I got it.
Got ya. That was close.
See what's up. You got it.
God, there's loads of people here. Okay, I have an ID. Oh. Hello. What are you doing here? You looking over the edge? Well, I'm coming to get you. Get down, get down, get down! Very nicely done. Okay, I'm going to do something a bit silly, but I'll see if it works. Trap mine. Get my bottle out.
It's Cole. Someone fucking got him. Who the fuck's out there?
Okay, right. Let's see if this works. Are they all going to go that way? Oh, no, it's only one of them. Oh, jeez. I was going to do like a big old explodey arm fest.
Find anything? I got nothing.
No? You're not going that direction? Really? Shit. I thought I had you there. Is there another bottle up here? I think there is. Yes, there is. One of them is just going to accidentally make it explode, and I'm not going to be very happy about it. Okay, let's try this again. Go over there. Okay, two of you. Come on, there's two of you. Walk over there. I know you're... I did it. I don't think it killed them. Oh, it did kill them. Great. Oh, One Shop Animations. Thank you so much, Ben, for the 50 bits. Out of interest, have you played any more Ring Fit Adventure outside of that one bit? I've been streaming it for about an hour a day, and hoo boy, them scrots are rough. Yes, you're right, and also no. I haven't. That was... I'll tell you what it was. Keris and I now actually we've been seeing her for about 4 weeks now. We've been seeing a personal trainer, and getting nutritional information, hence the nice pizza that we posted about. And doing that outside with someone mentoring you and knowing your weaknesses and knowing how to push you properly, safely, is way more useful and more resourceful for me than having a game just give me advice and tell me when they think I should be taking breaks and stuff. What are you doing? I was gonna say, what were you waiting there for? But yeah. And the thing, well, sorry, I was in the middle of speaking. Yeah. So the other thing as well, is that with Ring Fit. Oh, jeez, that was nasty. Ow. Yeah, the other thing with Ring Fit is that I can't play it outside. With the personal trainer, we can go outside where there's a breeze and it's cooler. And she comes in the evening, so the sun's down. Like, there's no escape from the heat inside the house, and I was sweating buckets within like 5 minutes of playing Ring Fit. It's a good workout, and if you've got nothing else, it's really good. I can't fault it, but yeah, it is rough, especially in the UK indoors.
Over there!
God, there's tons of you guys.
And Andy! Get another angle!
Okay, let's do this again then.
We're gonna fuck you up.
No, you're not. Did you just see what happened to your guy? Damn it. Nasty. Oh, he went home. Where is he going? Oh, you're trying to take me from behind, are you? That's a bad idea, dude.
We've got her! Right here!
Yep. Shouldn't have done that.
Keep it up!
You realize you aren't pushing me back right now. You realize that, right? You think you are, but you really aren't. Let's use some explodey arrows. This looks fun. What happens if I, like, explode the wall? Oh, shit. I'm gonna just do this for the lols, because it looks like it'll be fun. Oh, I ruptured him from the inside out! Talk about explosive diarrhea! Whew! Anyway, Harper Onions, thank you so much for the 200... Harper Onions, sorry. 200 bits. The claim that Abby's abs are unrealistic falls apart when you realise how ripped people have been getting since lockdown. The claim was ridiculous even from the beginning. Have people seen women before? Have you seen women bodybuilders? Have you seen tennis players? Have you seen any woman that has arms? Okay, when I first met Karis, not even kidding, she had just come out of the baby stages with Amy, and her right arm was ripped as fuck, and that was just from cradling a baby. Like, people that say that it's unrealistic have never seen a woman. I'm just convinced. There's just nothing. And let's be real, Abby's arms are pretty big, but then they're not even that ridiculous. They're not like Schwarzenegger big. It's not like people are asking you to suspend your disbelief that much. They're just big as far as an average woman's arms are concerned. It's not exactly the end of the world, you know. Thank you so much for the 402-bit spray, Nod Kruger. Again, thank you so much. Instrumental recommendation, Edward and Alex Van Halen, end title / Respect the Wind, Twister ending credits, YouTube has it covered. Thank you so much. Van Halen aren't really my cup of tea. I have 1984, the album, and like... What? The Nighttime Iris. Yeah, I do have a 1984, and I have like maybe 3 songs from that album, but I find them way too overly produced and way too like pogo sticky. I don't find them very free flowing. I don't find any groove in Van Halen. It's very kind of chuggy and very kind of smacky. Not to discredit the instrumentation or anything. But, like, you listen to the beginning of Hot for Teacher and tell me that doesn't sound like an old motorbike that won't start. Like, it doesn't, no matter how good you think the drumming is, it doesn't sound very good. And to be honest, I've heard better drumming on millions of other songs. Yeah, it sounds too 80s for me. But that doesn't mean they haven't got good songs. They're just not my cup of tea. Just way too overproduced, way too bouncy, but not bouncy in like a groovy way. Bouncy in a very kind of rigid, binary kind of way. Very up, down, more, instead of it being flowing, it's very kind of... Like, if you were to put the drum beats on 1984 into a waveform, I'm sure it would just look like a load of rectangles. It's very blocky, very synthetic, I suppose is the word. It doesn't feel natural. I don't know how else to describe it. It's very difficult. Spellcaster Luke, 45 bits, thank you so much. Going to head off to work soon, so take the rest of my bits. We'll catch the VOD on YouTube later. Thank you so much. Have a good time at work. And hopefully no one's going to be a fucking moron and cough in your face. Because I've seen people do that online. It sucks. Okay, we've got some explosive over here. I don't know where I'm going. Heading towards the light, maybe? Usually is where they want you to go in these kinds of games. Maybe not. Oh, I don't know where I'm going. This isn't good. This way? No, this is where I came from. Oh, that was just that building. Okay, alright, okay. Right, so I need to go this way. So it's the other half of the build. Wait, no, that's where I just came from. Where am I going? Oh, shit. I don't know where I'm going. Oh, down here. I thought that's where I... Yeah, down here. Okay. Okay, 100 bits from, I apologize if I get it wrong, Potolny Kubus. Is that how you say that? I just want you to try and say my name because it's funny when British people try to read Polish words. Well then, you've probably just got a laugh out of yourself then. No, well done. I don't know if I said that right at all. Sorry if I didn't. Oh, more thunder. Well done, Ellie. Wise. Very wise. Okay. We're surprisingly loaded up with stuff right now, aren't we? Might as well make another explosive arrow because that shit was amazing. Manic Realms, 50 bits, thank you so much. What do you think of Buckethead? He's one of my favourite guitar players, and his track We Are One featuring Serge Tankian is one of the best I've ever heard, in my opinion. I've heard of Buckethead, I've never listened to him. I didn't even know he did something with Serge, so I know who he is, I've seen pictures. I've never listened. Oh! I don't know, honey, wait a sec, we shall get to your query in a second. When am I pressing square? Oh! Ellie! Ellie! Okay, that was... I didn't know if they were going to go all the way there. Now, is this a good thing? Well, I mean, obviously these guys are, but, I mean, for Ellie, is this a good thing?
Right, come on, let's go.
Hey, where's Abby? She's bit!
Keep back!
Hey, don't put that fucking thing in me!
Hey! Abby tried to escape. She's down in the pillars.
The pillars?
Head down to the beach.
Oh, Jesus Christ, we just came from there!
She's probably already dead. Come on!
Oh, God, here we go. Yeah, honey, what were you going to ask?
There's someone saying Buckethead.
Buckethead, yeah.
Back in the 90s, there was a quite popular dance song.
Yeah.
And it was by Kenny Dope and the Buckethead.
No, Buckethead is the stage name of a guitarist. He has a bucket on his head. Right. With a face on it. Like,
he's not friends with Kenny Dope.
I would not thought he was friends with a 90s dance group, no.
Well, you know.
Not quite his thing. But then, yeah, you never know. You never know. Okay. Oh, so now it's starting to hurt. Good, convenient, cutscene pain. Harper Onions, 50 bits. Where is the rain was trending on Twitter. It was where I am. Yeah, same here. It's been pissing it down all day. Like, it nearly flooded. Like, it was ridiculous. We had just, like, a gushing of water all at once. Okay, these guys are all fighting each other now. I'm going to stay out of this. Unless I can't. But then Ellie is holding her stomach, so it's probably in my best interest to just ignore it and keep moving. Yeah, we just got to go down. Set the build. Yeah, well done, guys. Set the building on fire. Yeah, I'm going to leave you to that. Oh, something bad's gonna... I can't get my weapons out, so something's gonna happen. Got any footprints in the sand? No. Oh shit, she's probably here. Oh fucking hell. Okay.
Abby?
I wasn't expecting to see this. Oh, this isn't fun. Oh fuck. This is dark. Did she get out? No, she must be on one of these poles then. Jeez. Is that Lev? Hmm. Oh god, is that her? Wow, hi Thunder. That's dramatic thunder timing at its finest. Okay, where's this going? I've been interested to see where this is going.
So Ellie's come out to kill her.
Yes. Oh, there she's all burnt. Hair's been cut. Oh wow, yeah, she is. Oh, Lev's gone.
Abby.
Oh no, still there.
I got you. I got you. They're both this way.
Well, Abby as a character is still the same. She's got nothing, she's got no problem with Ellie at all. She didn't from the beginning. So she is still being, in her mind, honourable. So that's consistent. It's the boat from the start screen, yeah. So this must be where it stops then. This must be where it ends. She gonna do it?
I can't let you leave.
I'm not doing this.
No.
Thanks for the subscription, Kit -7, 4 months in a row. Yeah,
Yes,
I figured
you
that.
will.
Oh, Jesus, Ellie, come on.
He's not a part of this. You made him a part of this.
No, she didn't. I don't know who I am right now. I guess Ellie, based on the camera angle. But this is going in a very similar direction to Last of Us 1, where it's like there might be a choice that I have to do, but I can't not make that choice. Like when Joel kills Abby's mum. No, dad, sorry. I'm trying to dodge. It's very, very clunky. Like that, like all that Ellie's doing. This is now like the amount of times that Joel did shit just for the sake of it in the first one. This is what Ellie is now doing. Oh fuck. Okay, now it's Metal Gear Solid 4. Old men, tired, battered, bruised, beating on top of the boat. This is MGS4, like, completely. Because I think you need to be a bit strong to hold someone down underwater long enough to drown them, so I think at this point they're just trying to... Oh, I think I'm missing something here. I know. I don't know if she bit the finger off. It looks like she might have done. God, this dramatic thunder outside is really good timing. Okay, she's stopped. This is weirdly, really weirdly timed. This is really strange. It's almost like God knows I'm finishing The Last of Us Part 2.
Go. Just take him.
Yeah. Have we got an epilogue? I'd like to think we do. Oh, yeah, fuck. 2 fingers.
So she won't be able to use some of the weapons.
No, left hand isn't as important as her right.
Well, to her.
Yeah. Oh, look, it's Ollie the tractor. Okay, right. So in answer to my previous question at the last stream, yeah, the infected are still roaming around. They're just in a very safe area, which is really weird. Oh, shit. She must... Yeah, she was gone for ages then, clearly. There's got to be a note somewhere. Maybe they got attacked? Well, if this isn't hammering the point home, I don't know what is. Well, yeah, like, she lost everything she had. To avenge something... Yeah, exactly. It didn't make her feel any better. It didn't fix the problem. Okay, if there was a note that Dina had left... If this is where the game is going to put me into an unskippable situation and then throw me... Like, I can't go back, I'll be a little bit upset. Because I was hoping there might have been a note or something, but now I'm too late. Yeah, she can't play with the fingers, yeah. Thank you for the raid, Laggy Modern. Really bad timing for the raid, but thank you. Thanks for the 100 bits, Metal Gear Cheese. Great name. What did it cost? Everything. I now know what that means. Harper Onions, 50 bits. Is this the house from the first game? I don't think it is, because the layout's completely different.
What are you drinking?
Coffee.
Where'd you get that?
Those people that came through last week.
Oh.
A little embarrassed as to what I had to trade to get it, but not bad.
I had Seth under control.
Yeah, I know.
And you need to stop harassing Jesse about my patrols.
Okay. Dina. Is she your girlfriend?
No. No, that was just one kiss. It doesn't mean anything. She just... I don't know why she did that.
But you do like
no idea what that girl's intentions are, but I do know that she would be lucky to have you.
You're such an asshole.
I'm not trying to.
I was supposed to die in that hospital. My life would have fucking mattered. But you took that from me.
If somehow the Lord gave me a second chance at that moment, I would do it all over again.
Again, really weirdly, brilliantly timed lightning there. Very strange.
Yeah.
Like there was a perfect silence after he said something dramatic.
I don't think I can ever forgive you for that. But I would like to try.
I'd like that.
Okay. I'll see you around.
Yep.
Jose Harai says, with 100 bits, if you look at Ellie's right hand, she has Dina's band. The ending implies that she went back to Jackson before going back to the farmhouse. Oh. Moth on the guitar. It's a symbol. God, she got downstairs quickly. Well, that's The Last of Us Part 2. That took a while. Okay, so, there we go. That happened. Okay, well, before I say anything, as a spectator, what did you think?
I'm glad you didn't kill Abby.
No, just in general, just the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I feel, yeah.
No, I don't have anything, like, I don't get the hate that everyone's saying.
No, I don't either.
But at the same time, it was like two different games smooshed together.
Yeah, I feel that as well.
When they tied up particularly with
Yeah, I'm very much in that camp as well. It was alright. It was good. I am not interested in replaying it. Probably not again. It's okay. Let's just I don't think that was an underwhelming ending because, like... Oh, wait, sorry. Platinum Warp Star, 50 bits. GG, Caddy, you did it. The game is over and Neil Druckmann told quite the story. He did tell quite the story. But, okay, so I'll get the good shit out of the way first, because there's a few things I want to bring up. So first of all, music's great. Some of the best visuals ever, especially for PS4. Facial animations and like all that stuff is unbelievable. Voice acting, incredible. And gameplay-wise, in terms of the stealth aspect, in terms of the survival horror aspect, the new infected, all of that shit, the bits where you're doing that were done way better than the first one. The first one did it good, but I think the first one as a whole is just a stronger package, whereas this one, gameplay was improved for the better, but everything around it, context-wise, I don't feel needed to be there. I think the last time I played The Last of Us 1, I think, we're talking about other good things as well. Like, the level of, like, not even just gameplay-wise, just in terms of, like, how it feels to play, or, like, how well the stealth works, or the enemy AI. I'm just talking about that and everything else around it. Like, how they spaced out items was great. How the different things you could craft were great. And the details thrown into the gameplay, such as, like, being knocked down and being able to aim while you're on the floor, going prone, like even in this part when I used an infected as like I grabbed a guy from behind and then gave him to an infected. Like, I only just figured that out now, and that could have been something I did ages ago with a clicker or something, you know. Like, there's all these different things, and there's probably a million other things I also didn't realize or see or whatever. So if you're looking for something meaty and detailed, and with great stealth gameplay, then this is it. This is great. But like I said, everything around it is a little bit, I don't know. I've got no problems with Abby. At all. I don't. I have no problems with Abby as a character. I liked her. I know what the game was trying to do. They wanted you to hate her guts after what she did to Joel. But the thing is like, instead of me hating her guts, I was more like, why did she do that? Because the whole idea is that Joel is not supposed to be the good guy. After the end of the first one, he lost that card for me. So instead of me getting pissed off and needlessly angry with Abby and then that having me affect my opinion on her from the whole game, I was more interested on how and why, and then I figured out how and why. And then her as a character, her motivations, the kind of person she is, was suggestively explained to me without being in my face. So then I don't know why there was about 12 hours or so of fucking Abby gameplay, which I don't think added to anything story-wise. There are bits and pieces that add to the bigger picture, but it didn't feel like I was progressing anything with Abby. I didn't. It just did. And I'm sure that there are other people that can argue differently. But for me, everything I learned and liked about Abby and disliked about Abby was told to me through other cutscenes, other dialogue, other people reacting with her, the brief moment we got to play as her, her interactions with Owen, all of that stuff. And none of the gameplay with her, or Yara and Lev, none of that changed my opinions on her as a character or made me understand her motivations any better. It was just more gameplay, which was great gameplay, but I don't feel like it needed it. I like the characters, but I just don't feel like that much context was needed. It was a very exhaustingly bloated game. I think the first Last of Us, last time I played it, I think it took me 14 hours to get through, I think. This one took me God knows how long. I don't know what my save file will be, maybe 33 hours? Like, that's ridiculous. That is a long fucking game. Yeah, you could argue a bit of it was me looking at the chat and talking with you guys and buggering around and reading menus of bagel shops and shit, but I think in all of that would maybe total up to an hour if you were to take all my faffing and condense it into a thing, right? So then we're still talking 30 plus hours. It is really long for this kind of game. And it's fine if I felt like every single moment was worth being part of the package. And here, I just didn't think that was the case. I'm sorry, I just didn't think that was the case. I really liked it. I really, really enjoyed it. But I ain't going back to it. Like, that was exhausting. That burnt me out. And, like, okay, so... Like, in terms of the entire story... I like that a lot as well. I don't think it's as solidly constructed as the first one, but I do like a lot of what it was doing. I like a lot of where it was going. I like a lot of what it was trying to say. Because from the very beginning, it's like everything is for nothing. There's no point. Like, that's hammered in from the very beginning. It's a theme that's constant throughout the game. It's consistent with that theme. Up until the very ending, Ellie finally fucking snaps out of it. She just needed to get her anger out. And then realised that, like, she was going to lose everything. So all of that makes sense. What Ellie did at the end and what Abby was doing as well. Like, everything Abby did, from leaving Abby to survive the first time, to leaving her to survive the second time, to then trying to leave her alone the third time. That was great as well. Because it's not even a case of, like, oh, like, she was doing the good thing or the right thing, but what I liked was that all of these different groups of people had their own motivations, right? They all had their own, like, the Fireflies in the first game had their own motivations, and so did the Scavengers. That was basically what it was, them versus them, essentially. Infected, Scavengers, and Fireflies. And they all had their own different things to do. They all had the different things going on. And so when you have this, and you have all these different factions, like, they've all got different motivations. And with the WLF, and with Abby and Owen specifically, I really liked how they justified everything they did based on their own flawed morality. Everybody's morality in this is flawed because everyone's killing each other. But everyone seems to think that their reason for killing people is more justified than other people's reasons. And I really like that. Because people were freaking out. I remember seeing on Twitter after I saw Joel get killed when I was first playing this, everyone was talking about, well, why didn't she kill Ellie and why did she kill Tommy? That's stupid as fucking why she's an idiot. Yeah, maybe, but the whole point in Abby's head is that she was getting even. It was never about killing for her. It was about her own revenge, and by letting Ellie and Tommy go, that was her way of being like, hey, this is my gift to you. I've killed Joel and I know that sucks, but I'm doing this for you because it's not a personal thing. It was just he did this to, well, it was kind of personal because he killed her dad, but I'm still, like, it was partly that and partly him fucking up the whole cure thing, but, like, in her own twisted morality, that was the right thing for her to do. And letting Ellie and Tommy go, she probably just assumed in her own head that everybody thought the same way she did, and she thought that Ellie would just drop it. And she was wrong. And that's what's led to this entire conflict. And that whole Abby versus Ellie thing I really like. I really like that. Problem is, that's not all there is in this game. Not only is there the, like, fucked up level of, like Abby gameplay, which I think was too much. Which didn't add to anything story-wise, in my opinion. But then there was all these last-minute weird things. I don't get the point of the scars. I don't. Like, they were a cult. That makes sense. It's a post-apocalyptic zombie game. I get it. There's a cult. But there was a lot of focus on them. Yeah, Lev and Yara were part of it. And then they weren't, but then they were doing stupid things. So that happened. And then the fucking Rattlers came in out of absolutely nowhere for the last hour. What the fuck was that about? Yeah, okay, maybe they were the Fireflies. Maybe they actually were the remainders of the Fireflies. Maybe that was the whole point. I don't know, but at the end of the day, like, they throw in all of these different things going on when they had a perfectly solid groundwork story, but then they just bloated it with loads of, like, not shit, but just stuff around it. And I wouldn't mind the stuff if it was faster paced, but it's not. It's a slow paced, it's a slow burning, slow paced game. And I think it's too slow-paced for its own good with how much it has going on. The Rattler shit just fucking happened. It just happened. And even if it was supposed to be some sort of commentary on, oh, this is what ended up happening to the Fireflies, so not even they were the good guys, Well, yeah, but we figured that with the themes of the game, that everyone was killing everyone for no fucking reason in the first place. So the Fireflies probably would have been like that. That hasn't changed my perspective on anything. Do you know what, honestly? If the Fireflies had seen what Joel had done to their base and seen where they had got with the cure and then they'd all been murdered by Joel, I wouldn't be fucking surprised if that's how they turned out of spite. So, like, but it just happens, you know? It just happens. And it's very weird. Wait a second, I'm just gonna, just in case, I'm just muting the game, just in case that's copyrighted. But yeah, and I really, really like, which people would be upset with, but this is what I like, is that people were upset about Joel being killed, and that's fine, and people were confused about Ellie's reactions and stuff, but what you need to remember is that Joel, from the very beginning, after he lost Sarah in the first game, he was going to do anything and everything in his power to get that relationship back. Ellie just so happened to be the person that he was stuck with. He never wanted her. He never wanted to befriend her. He never wanted the job with her. He never wanted to do it without Tess. It was begrudgingly done, and just by virtue of them being together for days and days and days, they bonded. Which anybody would. Even if you hate someone, you are going to bond with someone if it is just... That's kind of the whole The Last of Us angle. If you are the last people, you are inevitably going to bond. It's just going to happen. So the second that Joel realised that's how he felt about Ellie, and that's what he wanted to have back in his life after he lost Sarah, which is understandable. It's a flawed thing, but it's an understandable thing. He then just becomes a fucking monster and imprints himself onto her. Hence all of those scenes of him getting involved with Ellie being attacked by Seth at the dance and him overstepping his boundaries. It's not his right. It wasn't his right to kill the Fireflies. It wasn't his right to play God. It wasn't his right to decide what happened with Ellie. It wasn't his right to do anything. He was just a selfish, lonely old fart. And I like that. And over time, I would imagine that somebody... Because by the ending portions of The Last of Us 1, he ends up becoming a fucking psychopath. Like, yeah, he does it for Ellie, but you gotta remember, he didn't do it for Ellie to begin with. He ended up going from not wanting anything to do with her to doing everything for her to the point of randomly torturing people when he, like, even after he got the information out of, like, where other people were on maps and stuff, he still fucking tortured and murdered them for no fucking reason. So he wasn't playing fair. He was doing things the way he wanted to do it because he was pissed off and he had got into the whole killing thing. He was a smuggler. So he probably already liked the killing to begin with, you know? So he wasn't a good person. And I would not be surprised if him lying to Ellie and then keeping that lie up through The Last of Us 2 up until the moment he dies and putting on this face of him being a loving father figure and everything, when in reality he's actually just... he can't let go. And he's using Ellie as his fucking, like, baby blanket, let's just say. Like he said if he had the chance to go back in time and redo what he did, he wouldn't do that. He would still save Ellie. Because he's fucking desperately lonely. I don't think it's got anything massively to do with... I'm sure he cares for her, but he doesn't care for her that much. He's doing it for himself. And what I liked to have thought was that Ellie's justifiably angry reaction to Joel being killed and her not thinking about the bigger picture and why Abby did it or the family members that other people have and the other lives that other people had. I figured it would make sense for Ellie to do that based on if Joel had kept raising her in this lying kind of, not backstabbing, but just kind of like, yeah, this kind of way. Like, he tries to push himself as this, like, loving father figure that only wants what's best, blah, 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 blah. But, like... yeah, but obviously there's a dark secret underneath that Ellie would never have found out, and because of that, she then got attached to Joel further, which he probably wanted her to do. And then that would explain why Ellie got so fucking angry, because she probably did see him as a dad at that point. Problem is, though, that theory only fucking matters if Joel never told Ellie what he had done at the end of the first game. But as we saw, he did tell her. She knew he lied to her. He told her. And that's where I struggled to understand the motivations of Ellie, because she clearly has not let that go. She clearly hasn't, and clearly has some problems. But for her to get that angry over someone who has pissed her off that much and controlled and dictated her life that much and made her feel like nothing and tried to act like nothing was wrong. Like, because of all of that, I don't understand why Ellie got that angry and started the entire revenge plot in the first place. That's what I don't understand. Maybe there's a part of Ellie's past that we don't know about, you know, parents being murdered. There's probably some sort of big, deep-seated thing, right? But at the end of the day, I don't think the game should have ever elaborated on if Joel told Ellie what had happened. Because then that would have been truer to Joel's character, and it would have made Ellie's Ellie's rage from beginning to end way more justifiable, with her coming to terms at the very end of the game that, hang on, this is fucking pointless, when at the end of the day, she knew what Joel had did, and she knew what he'd done to Abby's family and stuff, so she probably should have just figured that out way earlier. But because we know that doesn't make any sense to me. But anyway, I'm just going to have a look at some of the bits and everything. I don't even know if we're at the fucking end yet. New game plus unlocked. Keris was asking, was that Cheryl Cole singing at the end? Cheryl Crow singing at the end. Sorry, not Cheryl Cole. So we got new game plus. That's nice. And we got a nice little bit. There we go. But anyway, I'm going to have a look at some of the bits and stuff. Bit 199, 200 bits. I love this game, but what gets me is we see Joel become the loving, caring person he was in the opening of The Last of Us 1, and just when he was forgiven and hopeful, he was killed. Yes, you're right, but this isn't Joel's story, it's Ellie's story. And, like, either Ellie had just completely forgiven him and all of a sudden was just really mad with him being killed, which would have been really too fast-paced. But then she should have thought about why the fuck Joel was being killed and she was being left alive in the first place. Like, Joel was specifically killed. Ellie isn't stupid. Joel was killed, Tommy and her were left free to go, right? So, like, she must have been able to... I know she was pissed off and she just saw Joel die in front of her face, but after she cooled off, she must have been able to think, hang on, how many people have we killed? How many families have they got? What have they been doing? What's their story? She must have been able to put two and two together and think. And someone else would say, like, oh, well, someone else could respond to that and say, oh, yeah, well, you can't be rational when you're angry. Yeah, but you can be rational if you know the backstory of Joel and Ellie. They weren't a loving father and daughter. That's what I find. They were essentially an abusive, manipulative relationship on Joel's part. Not abusive physically, not abusive, like, directly, but underlying, yeah. And Ellie figured that out the second that she figured out that Joel had lied to her. And I don't think she ever got over that. But, yeah, anyway, whatever to do about that. Manic Realms, 100 bits. Should you take the devs' suffering crunch time into consideration? Any thoughts? Did you feel like that affected the game at all? The game is the game. I think what Naughty Dog have done are shit. And yeah, that's pretty much all you can say. I'm not getting into that because that's nothing to do with the game itself. I know they made the game and all of that stuff, but I was going to play the game anyway. I didn't want all of these people's fucking miserable time to be gone to absolute waste for nothing. So I just hope that they can sort their shit out. That's all I can hope for. We've got 100 bits from Caboose15. Thank you so much. Good things come in 3, so here are my last bits. Don't worry, there was a first time a discount for getting them. Glad to have been here to see the end. I'm the same as you. For me, the game feels like a one and done because it dragged for 25 to 30 hours. I really enjoyed the gameplay, but the story, while I understand what they were doing, just didn't fully click with me. I liked Lev, didn't care for Owen and Mel mainly because I already knew their fate from Ellie's story, so with me it was a 6 out of 10. I think that's fair. That's the problem. I've got no problem with the characters. I've got no problem with all of that shit. Their motivations. I just think it was way too fucking bloated and padded, and there was not enough meat in the padding for me to justify going through 30 plus hours of that game. That's all. Classy 100 bits. After that depressing game, I'm ready to go to something happier. SpongeBob next. Inflim 50 bits. How would you have felt if the game was just Ellie's side with the ending and they released Abby's story 3 months later as DLC? Would that have been preferable? Absolutely not. No. When I said just then that it was Ellie's story, yeah, yeah, because obviously Ellie kicks the whole fucking events off, but it is mostly Abby's story. But the problem is that they throw all of the Abby shit and expect you to get completely invested after you've already spent around the same amount of time as the entire Last of Us 1 getting to that point. So as much as I liked Abby as a character, I would have preferred to have just had her from a distance with occasional gameplay bits instead of going through every single day all over again from her perspective, because her perspective didn't change anything about how I felt about her. If it had changed my opinions and made me look at things a bit differently, great, but it didn't. So it was just good gameplay with barely any reason for me to pay attention to the context, you know? But there you go. Harper Onions, sorry, I keep saying Wonions. I don't know why I keep saying Wonions. Harper Onions, 200 bits. Remember when Naughty Dog made happy games about orange marsupials that said whoa? Yes, but then Jason Rubin and Andy Gavin left, and then that was the end of that. But, oh, dearie me. That Afro Guy 77 in the chat. I'm just going to read a few things in the chat, and then I'll probably call the stream off. What about if you played as Abby first, and then swapped to Ellie's story? That would have been better, I think. But then would it? Because the thing is, like, once Ellie comes around, this is The Last of Us Part 2 at the end of the day. It's not The Last of Us 2, it's Part 2. It's a continuation. So people that are playing this, 95% sure they would have played the first one, because it's a Part 2. If you haven't played the first one, you're stupid for playing this one, I'm sorry. It won't mean anything. So I think that because of that, if Ellie had come in later, people already know Ellie, people already know her struggle, people already relate to her, people already like her, so when she comes in at the halfway point, it would have been like, oh great, cool, Ellie, and then it would have made everything flow a little bit better. But then would that have made sense? I don't know. At the end of the day, I like the direction, I just think it's way too bloated for its own good. I think if I was to give it a rating, then, like, I think I'd probably give it a 7. 7 out of 10. It was really good. There's some great shit in there, but I have no interest in replaying it, and I just don't think that there was enough meat in the slow-paced walking bits and the slow-paced talking bits. Like, I don't think that it was worth that much time. I'm burnt out by this. I did not want to be burnt out by this. I wasn't burnt out by The Last of Us 1. It wasn't the dessert I was hoping for. It was just more carbs, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I've just rambled on for the last fucking 15 minutes trying to explain why I feel like that. So, oh yeah, and of course, just to kind of wrap things up a little bit more as well, the Rat King boss I thought was fucking terrible. But then if you saw my part of the game playing that, you would understand why that is. I really, really dislike, and this is, I think, a Naughty Dog thing, but, like, the points where there's, especially in survival horror, where there's barely any supplies, shit to look around everywhere, collectibles, ammo, crafting material, really valuable shit. The fact that you'll get to a certain place, and then you'll activate a QuickTime event, like, oh, you gotta press triangle over and over again to open the door or something. The fact that you'll get to that point, but then you can't exit out of that because you might think, oh, well, is that going to take me past a story bit I can't go back from? The fact that you can't choose which QuickTime events you go in and out of until you've already done them, and by which point you have to do them, and then you have to go through it, and then you can't go back, and you've probably missed a load of shit. I fucking hate that. Especially for a survival horror game like this. Doesn't work for me. Yes, you're right, Seamaster STCD. Your problems should be fixed in an update. Well, yeah, but that doesn't fix the rest of the problems that I have. But let's have a look. Okay. Okay, right. Okay, let's have it. Okay, so I'm just going to address this comment here. Saltar in Bombay says in the chat, Caddy, that Rat King damage checkpoint happens because of the difficulty. Normally, survivalist and grounded. Well, that's not normally. Moderate is normally, because that's right in the middle. You barely get any checkpoints, and you almost have to do it from everything from scratch. Which is worse. But I don't know if you saw my part where I was playing against the Rat King. What I was trying to explain was the whole boss was cheap. You got near it, you died. There was no middle ground. He barely threw any projectiles. He didn't really damage you. So the survival horror aspect of that fight, fucking gone. It was get close, die. The end. It's on or off. It's binary. You're alive or you're dead. Resident Evil bosses don't do that, even with the tank control bosses. It's all about damage and managing your resources. And what I was like hoping to think, if you go in survival mode and you have to start the entire fight from the beginning, I would hate that in a boss like that, because you could do very fucking well, but then make one tiny mistake, get touched by the fucking thing, and instead of being swiped at and lose half of your health, 3/4 of your health, just giving you a chance to save it, you're dead. And then you got to do the whole thing over again from the beginning. That's shit. That's fucking shit. If the fight itself was based on damage and resource management and all that shit, then I would agree with you. Then yeah, but that doesn't fix my problem. The fact that they put checkpoints in at moderate says to me that they knew it was cheap and they knew that people would get pissed off if they had to start that from the beginning every single time, because it's fucking ridiculous. It is. It was a stupid boss and it didn't fit in with the rest of anything, and I was terrified of it until I started fighting it, and then I realized, oh yeah, I can't even go vaguely near it because I'm going to die. It didn't make any sense. It just, I don't know, but that's just me. Well, Alex the Z-Man says, the Rat King looks really cool, but he feels like a regular enemy with a shit ton more health. I would have preferred it if that was the case. But he wasn't. He was like, I would have preferred it if he was just a big regular enemy with tons more health. But he wasn't. He had tons more health and could fucking murder you every second he was close to you. So that's what I didn't like. And you saw me playing it. I got through it in about 5 to 10 minutes. It didn't take me long. But that wasn't fun. Like, because of the checkpoint system and because of how cheap the fucking design of the boss is. It was just silly. But yeah, either way, what else have we got in here? Jake Bellamy, 100 bits, thank you so much. I would have preferred to play the game each day, like day 1, play both Ellie and Abby's parts, then move to day 2. That would have been a good idea. Yeah, I would have preferred that. Because again, Abby's gameplay, great, just as good as Ellie's. But the problem is that I just didn't feel like the stuff you did in, like, Abby's gameplay justified enough to make me view her character differently, unlike Joel in The Last of Us 1, Ellie in The Last of Us 1, or even Ellie in this game. 100 bits from Harper Onions. What if Abby's bits were cut into chunks and sprinkled between Ellie's? Okay, yeah, you just said that, yeah. Yeah, basically, the pace is all over the place with this one. The first game had a slow pace, but it was a very good burning pace. Oh yeah, and along with the Rat King, I don't fucking understand that all of a sudden, Scars Island, all of a sudden, like, all of the stuff that needlessly put you in danger. Like, Lev going off to find his mum, who he knew was not going to take this issue very well. I've explained why. Like, that was stupid. That just put everyone in needless danger for no reason. It did. Whether or not you agree with Abby or not for going to try and save him, the point is that Lev did a stupid, selfish thing. Like, a really fucking stupid thing. And Lev wasn't stupid until that very moment. And we knew nothing about his family. And it was like, oh, by the way, he really loves his mum. Okay, great. So is that why we're risking our whole fucking lives to do this? Okay, cool. So there was that. And then the fucking Rattlers shit at the end. Whatever the plot significance is, it happened and it didn't happen. It took 45 minutes. Like, what the fuck? That was just tacked on to the end, honestly. Gameplay, fantastic, but the context is just really weird here. Bih199, 100 bits. I get your view, Caddy, but I think the end, Ellie realised both of them didn't want to be alone in an apocalypse way. How do you mean? What do you mean with Abby and... What, do you mean with Abby and Ellie fighting each other? I didn't have a problem with that. I never said I had a problem with that. I think that Ellie... That's what I'm saying. I think Ellie realised way too late that that this was all for nothing and she should have stopped ages ago. That's my problem with her. She was needlessly angry for way too long. She could have been needlessly angry for a bit and then worked on some anger issues and then figured out more as she went along and developed, but she didn't. She was just fucking angry until the very, very ending after everything had already happened. And it was already too late. And like, Ellie had already risked everything she had loved and gained. And Tommy was a prick as well. And that doesn't surprise me because Tommy is Joel's brother. And that's there to remind you that Joel's family are not nice people. They're not. They're just not. They've manipulated Ellie and wanted to do everything to get their own way. Even in Joel's death, Tommy was still trying to use Ellie to get his own fucking weird revenge thing sorted out. The Joel family are weird. Ellie has been abused. And it's weird to me that it takes Ellie until the very, 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 very ending, after everything we've been through, Oh, sorry, you mean Joel and Ellie? Biff, sorry. They didn't want to be alone in an apocalypse way. You mean at the end of The Last of Us 1? I mean, yeah, you're right. But also, what I'm saying, though, is that I think this is where people are getting confused with what I'm saying. Ellie and Joel's relationship is weird because for Joel, it's entirely based on what he thinks is right. He thinks he gets attached to Ellie. He becomes the father figure without Ellie asking, and he imprints himself onto her, right? So it is a self-fulfilling manipulative relationship. He didn't care about Ellie's feelings during the whole him murdering all of the Fireflies and having a cure to save the fucking world. Even if there was a chance, you know? Even if there was a chance that it wouldn't have worked, it was still a chance, you know? So what people forget is that Joel and Ellie as a relationship was never fair to begin with. And Ellie didn't want to be alone. But Ellie had already, started, appreciating and liking and being around Joel based on the way Joel was treating her. But the reason Joel was treating her like that was because he was desperate and lonely himself. It wasn't a mutual thing. Ellie confided in him because he was being the teddy bear Joel after a certain point where their relationship clicked, and she didn't want to be alone anymore. But then with Joel, that was his goal from the beginning because he missed Sarah. He was trying to find a replacement. So yeah, you're right, You're right. Joel and Ellie probably didn't want to be alone, and that's why Ellie was just like, yeah, okay, with the whole lie thing at the beginning, at the end of The Last of Us 1. But she still was very, very aware that he might have lied, and there is a reason he might have lied, which is because he's a selfish person. But yeah, anyway, Kit -7, 100 bits. Thing is, Caddy, with the anger, Tommy is the reason she went after Abby. He guilted Ellie. I blame him on this. Yeah, that's exactly what I said. Yeah.
She had a happy family life.
She was fine. Yeah, she was okay. She was still suffering from issues. But that's exactly my point, is that even in death, the Joel family, and Joel and Tommy, all that, they wanted to do everything for themselves. Tommy didn't give a fuck about Ellie or Dina or the baby. He just wanted to make sure that Ellie had done what he wanted to help him out with from the very beginning, which wasn't going to help anybody and solve no problems. And because of that, he knew how to press Ellie's buttons. And that's what Joel did, but in a nice way. He knew how to press Ellie's buttons to make her like him more and try to forgive him for the shit he did in the first game. But again, I just wish that I wish they never fucking explained that he told her. I wish that they kept that a secret. Because then that would have made the whole story of Ellie's revenge way more sad. Because then it would have been like, in her head, she would have been justifiably enraged and justifiably wanting to get revenge. But the fact that she knew everything that he did and the reasons that he did it, and then he gets killed and then she doesn't consider Abby's side or anything. I don't like that. It's just that one bit. We didn't need to know if Ellie knew Joel lied to her. If that bit was taken out, I would have liked this story way better, because that would have justified the entirety of Ellie's character arc. I don't know. Yeah, Alex the Z-Man saying as well, Tommy shouldn't have even lived after getting shot like that. Exactly. But that's never the point, is it? They just wanted to do everything for themselves. That's all they wanted. Harper Onions, 200 bits. Your views on the pacing reminds me of my feelings about the length of Rise of Skywalker. I don't even fucking remember anything about that movie. I just remember it being hilarious. 100 bits from Hard Boiled One. You are the first person I've seen that actively dislikes the Rat King fight. Yeah, because it's shit. I'm sorry, no one will ever convince me that's a good fight. It's not a good fight. It's just not. Because, even if you were to compare it to something like the bloater in The Last of Us 1, the first bloater that you see, which is treated as a mini-boss, it's like a regular enemy, but it can one-hit kill you, but it's like a regular enemy. It doesn't have anywhere near as much health. It's a lumbering son of a bitch, and it doesn't fucking sprint for you. You aren't in the fucking pitch black in all these corridors without being able to see fucking anything. And you're not left dealing with a fucking stalker that detaches from it while doing that. And if you get killed from it, you start at the beginning of the fight again, but it's not that big of a deal getting to the end of the fight. But with the Rat King, if you were to do that in one sitting, that would be a long fucking fight. And that's a long fucking fight without getting touched once by the fucking thing. Which isn't survival horror. That's not survival horror. If that's what they were going for, with management, with items and health and ammo, that's not what that fight was. It wasn't management at all. It was unload everything and don't get touched, otherwise you die. So what's the point of health? What's the point of any kind of management if you just had to unload everything on it? Like, and then you have a checkpoint after a certain point, because if you do get killed, then you'll be pissed off having to start the whole thing again. I just don't like it. I don't like it. Blah. Little Dan 3257. Are you planning on reviewing this game, or is this basically it? Yeah, this is basically it. But yeah, there we go. I think that's all I can say. I think I got most, if not all, my points across. I'm always... Yeah, Alex the Z-Man. The Rat King is artificial challenge, not real challenge. Yeah, I agree. I agree. And the fact that I can say that confidently because I wasn't rage quitting. I wasn't like stuck on it for ages. I did it in 5 to 10 minutes. It wasn't a long fight. The only reason it wasn't a long fight was because of the checkpoints during the fight, which only needed to be there because the boss was so fucking cheap. It's Bed of Chaos. It's a shit fight, you know? But there you go. Anyway. This has been a really good time. You're a really nice dude. I'm glad I dropped in. Thank you, Luna Tofu. I'm glad you enjoyed Caddy. Thanks, Rhiannon. Yeah, I did enjoy it. Don't get me wrong. I did enjoy it. Last of Us 1's better. That's all. And I think it could have trimmed a lot of the fat. Ollie Studio 651. Small question. If there's an archive channel of your streams? Yes, there is. Caddy Plays. Yeah, it's below the stream right now. You can go onto the links below my stream and you can find it. But yeah, no, it was good. I liked everything it introduced. I liked the idea of like twisted morality between what Ellie thinks is the right thing to do, minus her knowing what Joel did to her, and like what Abby thinks is the right thing to do. But I think there was too much random shit. The scars were random shit. The rattlers were random shit. There was too much fluff around it, and it wasn't enough developed fluff. When we could have had a very fucking fantastic 15-hour revenge is pointless plot that followed on from the last game perfectly and showed Abby off in every light they needed to. It was double the length it needed to be, in my opinion. But it looked great, incredible voice acting, gameplay was fantastic, the details in the gameplay and the mechanics and everything were brilliant, and that's all I got to say. I'm glad it's over, though. That was exhausting me by the end. And I'm sure you're getting exhausted by my rambling. So I'll read this next bit cheer here. Platinum Warp Star, 50 bits. I half liked this game and half thought this game was a chore to beat. I give it a 6 because since it does a lot brilliantly, but the Abby portion, I just pushed myself to the finish. Yeah, I think the Abby portions could have been cut down, and in retrospect, some of the Ellie parts could have been cut down too. It needed to be, if revenge was the main focus and how pointless and fruitless it was, and how we had the morality of the WLF and the morality of Ellie going against each other, and one feeling like they were doing the right thing while the other thought they were doing the right thing, and them having their own reasons. That could have been a condensed 15-hour awesome follow-up to The Last of Us 1 with nobody getting upset over Abby because they just didn't like this introduction of a new character that killed Joel, and then you're stuck with her for half the game. Like, it's a I don't know, it's kind of Metal Gear Solid 2-ish, I suppose. I don't know. Harper Onions, 50 bits. The flashback works better if you consider it a dream sequence. Does it? If it was a dream sequence, it was pointless. But yeah, anyway. Alex the Z-Man, you can tell that Neil Druckmann wanted to create a character-driven story that makes you question your morality. Yes, but most of it I wasn't questioning my morality. I was doing that a lot with The Last of Us 1, but I wasn't doing it here because I was too busy going through 35 fucking hours of gameplay, which didn't need to be there. So it just needed to be more condensed, more focused, get rid of the fucking rattlers shit, get rid of the scars shit, or maybe expand on it a little bit more to add another layer to the revenge is pointless thing, and we're fighting for no reason thing. Jade the Alien is saying, well, pointless is the whole point, so I guess in a way they had a point. Yeah, but you're also playing a game for 35 hours, you know? So, yeah, you could argue that, but that's like, you could get that from a movie that's an hour and a half long, you know? Pointlessness can be explored in an hour and a half long movie, not a 35-hour game. Jake Bellamy, 100 bits. What are you next going to be streaming? I'm going to be streaming SpongeBob Rehydrated, Battle for Bikini Bottom. So there you go. Okay, one last thing. Hardboiled One just said in the chat, I actually liked the Abby section over Ellie's. Ellie's run was more dull. Yeah, gameplay-wise. But that's the thing. Up until we found out that Ellie knew that Joel had lied to her, I was invested with Ellie with everything she was doing because I was like, she doesn't know that Joel lied to her. She's angry for no fucking reason. I feel so sorry for her. But then she found, and it turns out she knew all along. So I was like, well, why the fuck were you so angry then? And then with Abby, I loved the gameplay. Again, I like the character, I love the gameplay, I like her morality, I like how she views the world and how she views what she did and how she thinks is just. And what she thinks is fair. She let Tommy and Ellie go and kept letting Ellie go. It was nothing to do with Ellie. And she kept on reiterating that. She was a strong character. And the gameplay was great. Same with Ellie's. But the problem is that there was just too much fluff around it that didn't change my opinions on her as a character. And I was on the same wavelength with Abby. I was on the same wavelength with Ellie after we found out that she knew that Joel had lied to her. Because at that point I was like, well, now I don't know anything about Ellie's character because this is quite, like, I don't understand why she's behaving like this. You know? Also, Harper has a good point with 50 bits, and then I am going to go. In order for a game to... Sorry, honey. It's because there's going to be no review. So, in order for a game to make you question your morality, you have to be able to make choices. And that. Yeah. Also, oh, sorry, Jade. Also, Caddy, when I said pointless, so it worked, I meant the dream idea. It's pointless like the 35-hour-long game. But, yeah, that is a very good point. Okay, sorry, I know I keep saying this, but people keep saying some good stuff in the chat. Oh yeah, I'm gonna raid somebody as well. Let's see who we can raid. Okay, so Joe Outrage, I haven't seen you yet in the chat. Hi, Joe Outrage. I think the Abby section of the game is important. I get you didn't question Abby's intentions, but a lot of people did. Abby's section was like Season 3 of Avatar. Okay, I wouldn't know anything about that. You're meant to dislike them, but Season 3 shows you maybe you shouldn't. Same with Abby. A lot of people were supposed to dislike Abby, but then the section shows maybe you shouldn't. Yes, but it takes too long for them to get to that point when I had already seen where they were going with that to begin with. After I started questioning why Abby did what she did, and then we saw a couple of flashback sequences and we did a bit of gameplay with her, I was like, okay, I get where they're coming from. And then it went on for another fucking 12 hours with her, and it didn't add anything to anybody. It had great gameplay, but it didn't add anything to anybody. Yara and Lev were great characters, I liked them a lot, but their conflict they had, artificial, just getting Abby into danger. She didn't need to be involved with that. They just existed so that she had something to fight for and someone to care for. They were there for no reason at all. But anyway, I really am gonna stop now. I'm gonna raid somebody. Who are we gonna raid? Let's have a look. Let's raid. Oh god, loads of people are playing. Let's raid Ian. Let's raid Ian. Let's do it. Thanks for watching me for years, Joe Outrage. Very kind of you. Okay, let's do a raid, and then I shall stop. Raid... No, that's not right. But yeah, just so I can say one more time, I would give that a 7 out of 10. 8 if I was feeling generous, but I was so fucking tired of how long this game was. I thought it was too bloated for its own good. If I went through it quickly, I might have been maybe a bit more 80, 10-ish, but I'm sticking on a solid 7. No lower than a 7, maybe an 8, but definitely 7, like at the minimum. So there you go. Raid Brutal Moose. Oh, and all the people complaining about it, like, okay, 10 out of 10's fucking ridiculous. I don't see why it's a 10 out of 10. 1 out of 10's fucking ridiculous. Have you played fucking Ride to Hell Retribution? Have you played Assassin's Creed Unity? Have you played Bubsy, like the new Bubsy games? There are worse games. Fucking get a grip. Let's raid. Why can't I raid this channel? What? Why can't I raid him? What? Why am I... Does he not do raids? Can you cancel raids? Yeah, Raging Doe, sorry. Sorry that you came here late. Nope, it won't let me raid. Okay, I'll raid Gerard then instead. You can turn raids off. Oh, I didn't know that. But yeah, anyway. Raid? What is his username? The Completionist. Awesome. Fuck, I did the wrong command. I'm gonna get this right one day. The Completion Sit. No, the Completionist. He has follower or subscriber only chat, so I hope that's okay, guys. But yeah, I'm going to close off now. Thanks for joining me with my massive playthrough. I liked it. It was a good time. The drama surrounding it, fucking ridiculous. I have no idea what people's problem are on both sides, on the 10 out of 10s and the 1 out of 10s. Both fucking insane to me. It's a good game. So there you go. Bye, everyone!